What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon. It is Thursday, February 13, 2025, 10:41 a.m. out here on the West Coast. And I am so happy that you guys stopped by to check out Shades Tube. All right. All right. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about Macy's and Diddy's situation going on. We got some more Diddy news. We're going to talk about Elon Musk's son. A lot of people saying he's telling Trump to shut up, but he actually isn't. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to also talk about these cuts that's stopping a lot of HIV people from getting the drugs that they need to, stop the symptoms or the progression, of HIV. All right. And we got other breaking news. We're going to talk about the plane crash as well. And one of the plane crash, they found out the reason why one of those planes crashed. And all of these plane crashes are inciting, a lot of different comments. So I have some information regarding that as well, and whatever other breaking news that I have. All right, so get you something to drink, eat, or relax and see. If you are at work, continue to do your job. And let's go ahead and get ready to watch Shades Tube. And I'm back again, y'all. Oh. But anyway, we're going to start off today. First, let me just say welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. We don't have anybody in the chat yet, so whenever people come in, that's when I'll say it. Let me get this real quick, guys, real quick. These planes are going crazy, you guys. Every day you see mid-air collisions, ground collisions, or hitting a house or some other weird stuff. And it's just not here in America. It's all over. I have a story today to show you that it's just not happening here. Okay. It's happening in many different places. Okay. So we're going to talk about that more in depth today. And like I said, we got a lot of stuff we want to cover in this hour and a half. All right. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, happy born day to all of my February babies. I hope you enjoy your beautiful birthday, and I'm wishing you guys a long life and prosperity. All right. So it's raining out here in Southern California. Y'all know that song, "It Never Rains in Southern California" by Tony. That's not true. It rains here. It's been raining here for at least 2 days now, but it's beautiful. When it rains here and it's not cold, it's like drizzling or just like very light rain. It is so nice to walk outside, especially in the springtime when it's hot. It is so nice. It's like a whole different type of calming effect. Because like yesterday I was out in the rain and I walked around for a minute and it felt so good. So now I see why my daughter loves to walk around on a walk in the rain. It's very calming. You guys should try it, especially in the springtime when you have light rain. Just go outside, walk around, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like a whole calming type thing. If you suffer with anxiety or depression, or you're just sad, or you just want to, enlighten your day, or if you're aching, go outside when it's raining. If the rain does not bother you when you're aching, when it's light rain and it's kind of not cold or anything, but it can be cool but not cold. It feels so good. It really, really does something to your entire body and soul and mind and body and spirit and everything. Okay, so try it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this, guys. I was looking for something that came up on my other phone. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I got so many daggone different phones and different news on each and every one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. So they did say, hold on, let's see. So they said plane crash sparks renewed fear of flying. And then we're going to go over the 10 causes of aviation disasters. I'm actually using my other phone to look this up because I couldn't find it on the other one. So we're going to start off today with the plane crash, okay? Hey, Ryan, thank you so much for your membership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ryan. I'm doing pretty good in you. I got to come over there and check you out, too. I've been trying to do it. I've been so busy, but I'm always keeping you in mind and stuff. And, even if I don't say anything in the chat, I'm still out there in the bushes because I be working all the time. So thank you so much. Y'all, take a look at Ryan and check him out, show him some love. He plays games and stuff, and if you check it out, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. He plays some really nice games. Okay, before I didn't even like watching these games until him and what is the dude's name? I haven't seen him in so Lloyd until I used to watch Lloyd when he used to come on and they be playing games like movies and stuff. It's so, I wish I could play them, because if I could play them good, I would be out there playing them too. with Ryan and whomever else and stuff. So go check him out. It's a good place over there if you want to get your mind out of all foolishness on social media. If that's what you watch, if you go watch him, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, well, I hope you feel better, honey. I really, truly do. Yeah, that rain and the cold, especially the cold, man, that snow and cold, it would definitely have your body aching. If you have any old injuries or new injuries or arthritis, or what's the other, got the name of it, gauts, I think. It makes all of that stuff hurt more. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of aches or pains, and it make it hurt worse a lot of times at cold. You know, the cold is good for if you have allergies, right? And you itch like myself. I be having allergies and I have allergy attacks. It's good for that. Otherwise, it just make you ache. Excuse me, if you already have injuries and stuff. But I hope you feel better, Ryan. Thank you so much for that membership for 2 months. Okay, let me put this up real quick, guys. This membership thing, whenever people do it. Okay, so there you go, Ryan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So again, we are going to y'all make sure y'all check him out too, like I told you guys too. Yeah. Oh, you said you have all that except gout. My grandmother has gout. She's in pain too. Oh, my mom takes some type of medication. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna ask her when I call her today, and I'll send it to you so you can know. And it stops her from aching. That's what she said. They ordered it online. Yeah, it sure does. It definitely does. That's why I had to move from Cleveland, because I knew when I started getting older, I knew it would start making me ache the cold weather and stuff. And like out here in Cali, when it gets cold, it's a different type of cold. That's why I don't really be outside when it get cold like that, because it's a different type of cold. That cold is coming from the mountain. Like even when it's 50-some degrees here, and I live right at the mountain, that cold weather is something else when it comes off that mountain. To me, it's almost as cold as Cleveland in the wintertime, because it just like hits your bones or something. I don't know. It's just a different type of cold weather here when it does get cold. Because we right here at these mountains. Like right now, I got my window cracked, and I can feel the coolness coming through here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you know when I call my mom. As a matter of fact, let me screenshot this, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. Let me do this right here, and then I'm gonna let you know. She takes something that my sister told her she saw, and ever since she's been taking that, she does not have all that pain like that anymore. See, if she would have told me before she got gout, my mom, I would have told her that exercises, stretching, massaging can help stop that. I don't know if your mom can do any type of massages or light exercises, but that can also stop the pain. At first, it may hurt a little bit, but after you keep on doing it, it stops it. So just like arthritis, I had noticed my hands were starting to hurt like maybe 10 years ago. I had noticed that, right? And I started doing hand exercises. Do you know that my hand does not hurt at all now? Okay, it stopped hurting like in about 2 months. It stopped hurting completely. All right, I still do them. I was doing hand exercises, like I started off with 20, then I went to 25 and 40. You can even do 10, you can do 5. You just start off slow. And I kept on doing the hand grip every day, like in the morning, the afternoon, and night. Do you know that stopped my hands from hurting? My hands have not started back hurting at all. The same thing with my feet. I had developed plantar fasciitis, inflammation of fascia, which is that little spongy stuff, or cartilage, I think. I forgot it's something spongy in your feet. Anyway, if it gets stiff, it can make, it hurt, pain. So I started doing, I went to the foot doctor, podiatrist, and then I went to rehab and everything. I watched the exercises they made me do. Okay. And then you know what? I started doing those exercises myself, along with other exercises and stretching my feet and everything. Do you know my feet does not bother me at all? So a lot of times you can do exercises and stretching and massages. Plus I get reflexology, and that stuff will ease that pain. And sometimes it makes it go completely away. You just got to catch it early. But if you suffer from that, you can tell your mom, ask her doctor about that. Can she massage it? Right. It hurts at first, but then it helps. Right. Ask your mom to ask her doctor if she can do get somebody to massage wherever she has the gout at, and the light exercise. And of course, you got to watch your food and all that type of stuff, and drink a lot of water and stuff, and just doing that type of stuff. It may help. It may help. But I'm gonna give you that link. I'm gonna give you the name of that medication. Okay, I'll call my mom today and then I'll send it to you. Yeah, that stuff right there don't work for me because I put that on my hand, no, on my arm, and didn't do anything. Even though I had a I don't know what was wrong with my arm, but it stopped when I started doing the arm exercises and stuff. I do exercise for everything. Y'all just don't know. For everything and massaging. And then I got this little back thing on the floor. My back be hurting sometime in the morning time. So I went to the back doctor and then I went to the chiropractor the other day and he told me some more exercises to do for my back and stop doing back bends because it can help it a little, but at the same time it places tension in other areas that you can damage. So I stopped doing the back bends and I'm gonna get on this thing that I got for the floor back stretcher. And I'm gonna do that and stuff. So there's so many different exercises that you can do. I know your mom can't do the floor thing, but you can do other things. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, like I said, especially when I see this medication stuff, and make sure she check it out with her doctor and stuff. Make sure it does not interact with any other medications. Okay. And hopefully she'll feel better. Just tell her to try to get that massage, or maybe you can pay for her a massage or something, and a little light exercise too, and see if that helps. All right. And okay, I'm about to check out your girlfriend's stream too. Tell her I'll be watching in the replay because I can't watch everybody. So I'll check y'all out in the replay, okay? And you have a beautiful rest of your week too. And happy Valentine's Day. All right. And thank you for checking in. All right. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and start off with and dancing definitely makes it feel better and stuff. All right. Oh my God. Thank you. All right. I hope you got your girlfriend a good Valentine's Day gift, and I hope she got you a good one too. See, women, you got to buy your man a good Valentine's Day gift too. Okay, you can buy your friends one too. It's not just for lovers. It's originally for lovers, but it's for anybody who wants to celebrate. You can buy your kids stuff. You can buy your mom something. Anybody. Okay, it's just not for lovers. As a matter of fact, I may go out and buy myself a Valentine's Day gift. All right, tomorrow or today, I'll probably get it. Well, yeah, I'll probably get it today. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with this live, guys. Again, thank you, Ryan, so much, and I hope you have a beautiful holiday as well, okay? And I hope you feel better. And thanks for watching my shorts, too. Y'all check out my YouTube shorts, too, and my other lives, my, what is it called? Country Wayne's reaction videos, and definitely check out the Dollar Tree shopping hauls, because, I don't just go to Dollar Tree. I go all sorts of places. February the 28th, guys, let me just tell you guys right now who is interested in this. If you are not for DEI, okay, because it just doesn't affect Black people. It affects any minority, handicapped people, disabled, whatever. All right? Do not shop at these stores that did away with DEI. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Do not shop at these stores. My gosh. Don't do it. February 28th, Blackout Day. Make sure you support that if you are against the DEI stuff that they are doing, okay? Because it's not right, period. If you get somebody that was a vet and his leg is off, you mean to tell me he cannot be hired because they think he can't do the job, or they think they're trying to fill a quota because he's disabled and they feel like they're just hiring him because of his disability? I don't think companies do that. I mean, they do fill their quotas and stuff, but I still think you have to have good experience in order to get a job, unless it's some peon job or something like that. But really good jobs, they're gonna look at your experience, and yes, they're gonna try to match their quota, so it won't seem like they're just hiring one type of people or whatever the case is. But yeah, if you are against DEI, definitely do not shop at certain stores or gas stations, anything. Don't buy anything on February the 28th. It's all day until March the 1st. All right? 28th of February. Don't buy anything if you are against what they're trying to do with the DEI stuff, okay? Period. Don't buy from nowhere because, you never know. None of these places, okay? February 28th is just one day, just to make a statement. And when we start making statements anyway, they will stop doing things like all this high rent prices, food prices, and all this stuff. It's just plainly ridiculous. Registration is too much. There's just a lot of ridiculous stuff going on here. Just ripping us off, making middle income people be poor, making poor people be poorer. So we definitely need to stop talking about foolishness on YouTube and start talking about real stuff that we are dealing with. And that's food prices, gas prices, car prices, like registrations, rent prices, mortgage prices, interest rates, all of that. Payday loans. Let me stop. It's so much. Payday loans. They offering you these loans. You get into a situation, you take it, and then they have you paying a whole lot of money every single week or every 2 weeks, and then they know you can't pay it. Okay, they know you probably are going to default. Okay, it's just a whole trickery type thing. Just like some pawn shops are the same way. Out here in Cali, our pawn shops are a little bit different. You don't pay every month. They give you the opportunity. You pay your interest every month. No, you pay your interest every 4 months. So they give you an opportunity to save up money. So by the 4th month, you can go get your stuff out versus paying interest every month or either going to get your stuff. And if you don't go get it, then they take it. They're not helping you when they do that. Okay, that's one thing I like about Cali. People talk about Southern California, but we do have a lot of different opportunities out here that are a little bit different than in other states and stuff. Okay, so if they did not have earthquakes out here and those damn fires, I probably would stay out here forever. Okay, until I pass on. I'm just being perfectly honest. Because it's a lot of different. They're different here. And I stayed a couple places. They're different here. So instead of us listening to foolishness on social media, and I don't care what color you are, it applies to everyone, especially middle income and poor people. We have to start making a stand. Okay, for real. We have to start making a stand and stop letting these companies and these people take advantage of us. Point blank. We got one big one right here taking advantage of you every day. I can't talk about it, but we got one big one. If you know what I'm talking about, taking advantage of people every single day. And when some of these rich people who got a lot of money start to do stuff so it could be more services like this one particular thing, that thing won't be able to do as they do now, like with paying people and not paying them what they should be paying. Okay, if y'all catch my drift. So it's a lot of stuff where I see, we should be taking a stand and saying something about it versus talking about people passed on 60 years ago, beefing online and talking about foolishness all day on day. It's okay to talk about things sometimes, but not all the time. Okay, because of things in this world that is happening, just like these plane crashes. Now we're going to get right into it. Okay, so let me tell you guys something. Like I said, we have had a lot of plane crashes, and according to the survey thing that I did, they've been happening all along. It's just that these two major ones, I guess it made people more wanting to post them all the time and made us more aware. But the thing about it is that some of these accidents probably are avoidable, all right, if not all of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this today real quick, okay? All right. So first thing first, guys, let me change these daggone glasses. Let me put on those big black glasses that I had on that YouTube short. Anyway, it said plane crashes spark renewed fear of flying. Y'all, I hate flying. I don't like it. I have always thought about, plane crashes, even the time I was on the plane, I had to sit by the window. I don't know why. I mean, it just made me feel more comfortable sitting by the window, like I can stop the plane crash. And I just be thinking about all sorts of things when I'm on the plane. Like, is the pilot good? Are they healthy? Are they not S words? And I just be thinking about weird shit, malfunctions with the plane. That's why I don't like riding them. I don't like doing anything that I cannot control, okay? Or try to control. So anyway, they got 10 causes of aviation disasters here. Now, they said despite many aviation disasters across the country in recent weeks and growing concerns about the safety of flying, an expert says air travelers have nothing to fear. I can't tell you guys. Anyway, the USA experienced 3 fatal plane crashes in just 8 days, beginning with the deadliest crash in America in the last 24 years. An Army Black Hawk helicopter collided mid-air with an American airline passenger plane near Washington, D.C. on the 29th of January, unaliving 67 passengers on both aircraft. Now, so this is what we know about the victims of the Philadelphia crash. I don't know why they jump from one topic to the next one. They remind me of somebody else, jump from one thing to the next one. So what we're going to do, we're not going to talk about the Philadelphia crash. We're going to go back into the one I was talking about. Gosh, that's one thing about doing lives. When you're reading stuff, you have to actually be sitting here and editing it yourself, okay? Anyway, they said just days later, a medvac plane carrying a young girl, her mom, and 4 crew members crashed near the Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia, unaliving all those on the plane and then one bystander on the ground on the 31st of January. The 29th and the 31st. That's sad, you guys. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to Shades Tube. Y'all, this is someone else who just connected. I'll have to check you out. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love and support to another gamer. All right, so check him out, and I will check you out myself. I have to screenshot your stuff because if I don't, I'll forget, okay? So I'm going to check you out, and I'll be checking you out and, checking you out and checking you out if you get my drill. You can't say certain things here on YouTube. Yeah, so let me just get this down real quick so I can go check you guys out. Hey, Jermaine, what's up? What's up? What's up? It is not evening, hon. Okay, it is morning or afternoon. Now, you get it right. All right? Get it right. No, I'm just playing, Jermaine. But anyway, guys, so one major airline crash on the 29th. That's the one that went into the river. And then another major one on the 31st. They unalived a young girl who was just, she was just fighting a life-threatening illness. She overcame that just to get unalive on the plane. All right. He is so silly, y'all. Y'all see what he called me? Buzzard. That's so sad. Anyway, a commuter plane was then found wrecked off the coast of Alaska on February the 7th. And that's the one I just told you about, the one they were searching for. And then they found all the people and they were unalive in the plane. Yes. And like they said, with all 10 people unalive. They was going over that triangle, like it's like the Bermuda Triangle, and I forgot what they call it, but it is a triangle, okay? And then, okay, I just told you, it disappeared days before that, okay? At least a day before that, and then they found it a day later, all right? Let's see. So they say as long as we put airplanes in the sky that have been built by and run by the hand of man, there are going to be mistakes made, like with anything, okay? But those mistakes are fewer and fewer and fewer. I can't tell, all right? But anyway, this is according to Mike Boyd, an aviation consultant and the president of Boyd Group International. And that's what he told Fox News Digital. He said the public should be aware that the people in charge right now are trying to keep them safe. That's the bottom line. Now, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, lists the 10 most frequent cause factors for general aviation accidents involving the pilot. All right, so here they go. Number 1, inadequate pre-flight preparation or planning. Okay, that's not a good thing right there. It just really isn't. Okay. Number 2, failure to obtain or maintain flying speed. Number 3, now keep in mind, these are the mistakes the pilots make. Failure to maintain failure to maintain direction control. The next one, improper level off. Next one, failure to see and avoid objects or obstructions, like in the case of the first plane crash, along with, I believe, that the people at that control center, I believe they made a mistake as well, a major mistake. I don't know for sure. The next one is mismanagement of fuel. I don't know how they could do that unless they just don't put enough fuel in it or whatever. I don't know how you could do that, like if you don't put enough fuel in there to get to where you need to get to. I really don't know how they could have made that mistake. I just don't. It's almost like, well, actually it's not, because when you're in your car even if you don't fill up and you run out of gas on the freeway, you just move over, even though I wouldn't do that either. But it's similar to that. I don't know why somebody would not put enough fuel in a plane unless the plane has some type of mechanical issue and the fuel comes out. Okay. But then that's not up to the pilot. Okay. It's up to the people who do the maintenance. The next one is improper in-flight decision or planning. I can see that. Okay. Another one is misjudgment of distance and speed. What about misjudgment of planes, where they are? Like if they are actually on the runway, or if they're on a different runway and they're telling you that you can go on this runway, but actually that runway is occupied by another plane, or they're telling you have a clear, and then there's a plane sitting right there because ATC people looking at the wrong plane. They tell you they don't see no plane, so you don't look in time enough. And then when you do look, it's too late because you already ran into the plane. What about that one right there? Because I'm thinking something like that probably happened with the first plane crash. Maybe. That's why I use the word probably. Okay. Next one is selection of unsuitable terrain. Okay. Like, the only time I can see them doing that if they have to do like a emergency landing. Okay. Or if the terrain is, if they have to do an emergency landing, because I don't see why you would be landing somewhere that your plane can't land. It does not have enough space to land or anything else. The next one is improper operation of flight controls. Again, I don't see how this can happen unless the pilot just don't know what they're doing. This is why I can't be on no plane, because now that I'm reading this right here, I'm like, how can a pilot not know how to use flight controls? Or why would he select unsuitable terrain? Or why would he have a misjudgment of distance and speed unless something is going on with the plane, a mechanical issue or something like that? Okay, improper in-flight decisions or planning. All of this right here, especially that, you would think that falls right back on the pilot as well as some other people that may be over that. Oh, thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine in the house. He done gifted 5 YouTube Shades 2 memberships. Thank you so much, Jermaine. Let me go over here and do this again. I appreciate that, hon. Oh, y'all, don't forget, y'all can copy yourself a membership. I always forget to tell you, for $4.99, it's going to have special perks once, I feel like it's time to do them. Hopefully sometime in March. If not, probably in March. Okay, and then you get special lives. I have a live right now, but I'm going to actually do another one because I changed my mind about this Q&A. So, I may still do a Q&A, but it won't be the one that I got up. And it opens up everything for that, you guys. Special memberships, members only lives, and then, contests and things like that. Also, guys, you can do a super chat or a super sticker, or you can do a donation to $sign Shades Tube, you guys. Something is wrong with Shades Tube in the morning time at times. I'm not gonna lie. At nighttime, late at night, and like early in the morning. Man, who forgets their own cash out? Okay. As much as I use it, I always forget it. Okay, and I forgot to do tell you guys to thumbs up too. Let me go do that too. I forgot. Okay, yeah. You guys, if you want to, you can thumbs up this content if you enjoyed this video. No. You can thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. This is the dodo bird girl right here. Let's do that copyright disclaimer. I forgot about all this stuff, you guys. Dang. Okay, let's see. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Let's see how fast I can do it. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Okay? And see, if I would have said nothing, I just would have said it real fast. I would have messed up. This is why I don't have a job on TV. Because if I tell myself I'm going to say it so I won't mess up, I mess up. But if I don't say anything and just do it, then I can do it real fast. But anyway, that copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area. And part of it is going across this little screen right here, this banner thing. All right, y'all. Dang. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Everybody watching this in the replay over here in the chat. We got Jermaine in the place to be. We had Ryan in the place to be. Welcome, y'all. All right, now let's finish this discussion because I forgot about doing all that, y'all. And thank you, Jermaine, for those memberships. Okay. All right. Now let's get back to where we were at. I forgot where we were at now. So I said, with those planes though, it's just a lot of things. And see, they didn't even list the 10 causes that air traffic, I think they call it air traffic controllers make, the mistakes they make that can cause a plane crash as well. They should have did that one too, because it's not fair just to do the one with the pilot. They should have did the people who helped the pilot, who helped the pilots. All right. Anyway, they said this list remains very stable and points out the need for continued refresher training to establish a higher level of flight proficiency for all pilots. Okay, so I never thought about that. Keep on getting refresher training classes. So hopefully, so does that mean they don't get them enough? I'm thinking about that now. They said a need for continued training, refresher training. So they do not continue, they don't train these people continuously. Is that what they're saying? If they don't, then that's not good. Now I'm really not going to be on planes. I need to look that up because that's crazy. Let's see here. They said flyers don't need to look at 10 points or any of the data, explaining that the recent aviation tragedies were a situation where we have had a couple of human errors and systemic errors, and they are fixed. They said the events that have happened do not indicate we have a major safety problem. The issue in Washington, the commercial airplane was doing exactly what it should have done. And we have an air traffic controller that did not do the job. I told y'all, wait a minute, in Philadelphia. Okay, that's the one there. That was a private medical airplane. That's not a safety issue as far as flying on commercial airplanes go. What? What air? Wait a minute. No, I read that wrong. The one in Washington, they said it was air traffic controller that didn't do the job. And that's what I said. That's what they just said. Okay. Then they said the one in Philadelphia, that was a private medical airplane. That's not a safety issue as far as flying on commercial airplanes go. So the one in Philadelphia, they are saying a controller that didn't do the job. Then why is that, if this is true? If the air traffic controller didn't do their job, why is that? Because they had limited staff? And why do they have limited staff? See, we need to ask the right questions. So let's see here. So they said, now this is the Alaska crew thing. Let's see here. No. Let's read this just like it is. Okay, that's a whole nother story because they got all the stuff in one place. Okay, so they said at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport Tower supervisor allegedly let another air traffic controller leave work early on the night of the DC collision. So he let another air traffic controller leave work? Why? Anyway, they said the FAA calls for one controller to monitor planes while another monitors helicopters. See, I knew it. I just said they probably did something like that and probably told them. One of them was probably looking at the wrong airplane, okay, and thought it was clear and was looking at another airplane that was clear. In that airplane that was in the air on the same route that the helicopter was on, that helicopter was still coming. And that airplane was still coming. And the helicopter or the airplane didn't know. They thought it was clear, according to the people at the control center. So they said an internal preliminary report from the FAA indicated that staffing levels at the time of the collision were not normal for the time of day and volume of traffic. But let me say this again. Still, do you guys think that they still was like understaffed? Because I know they're trying to point the blame just at the fact that they let a person go on leave early. Okay, but maybe that person was working a long time, okay, and was tired. So if they had more people working when that person left, the next person would have taken that person's place. Or if they had people there like that, enough people, when that person left, it would have still been people there. I still think it's more than just them letting that person go home early. I think that they have a shortage, just like I told you guys before. So let's see what they say here. They say, we know that air traffic control confirmed with the helicopter crew that they had visual contact with the plane. Controllers then instructed the helicopter to move behind the plane. Senator Ted Cruz, Republican in Texas, who chairs the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, which oversees the aviation history, said about the collision. However, instead of complying, the helicopter moved in front of the aircraft. The two aircraft collided mid-air, resulting in a catastrophic explosion. So that's crazy, you guys. Okay. Again, I still say it's just not because they let one person off early. If they had enough people scheduled in the first place, or if they had someone to come in before the person left, like normal people do, you know, when one person leave a shift, another person come in, I don't think that would happen. I kind of figured that they told them, Jermaine did too, and the dude, the captain who was going, less common, but I'm not pilot. I'm not a pilot. I'm just guessing. They had a visual on the wrong plane. That's what I'm saying. They had a visual on the wrong plane. Remember when I said that there should be another person there to be looking around up in the sky, however they monitor it? Remember when I said that? That's the truth. You can almost tell if you actually saw that live that I did, where I put the captain up there on TikTok and he explained everything. He was basically telling us what happened. And that's why Jermaine said what he said. And I thought about what Jermaine said. And I said, yeah, that's got to be true. So it just wasn't enough people there. Okay, that's what it boils down to. I don't know why they don't just say it like it is. There was not enough people there to do the job efficiently. And that right there caused all those people to lose their lives, allegedly. Because the thing is, if another person would have been there, they would have seen the mistakes before they even happened. Point blank. So they say right here, with different aircraft involved in recent aviation accident, Boyd discussed whether commercial and general aviation vary in safety. He said commercial airplanes are under much stricter safety rules and safety oversight than, of course, privately owned airplanes. Like, we don't know that. He also explained that Much said there is no indication of any major safety issues whatsoever with general aviation compared to commercial aviation. He said the two systems are very, very different. Okay. He said commercial airplanes may fly 2,000 hours a year, while general aviation private airplanes may fly 200 hours a year. So it's a very different utilization. But as far as safety goes, the safety standards are quite high. And you said, oh, yeah, it's definitely human error. I've been saying for long as it was. But it has nothing to do with DEI. Okay. Let's see here. So anyway, again, they got a big bold print. Staffing at Reagan Washington National Airport Air Control Tower was not normal on the night of collision, according to the FAA. So let's see. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy told Fox News last week that America's skies remain the safest in the world, but many of the FAA systems remain, I don't even know what this word means, antiquated, and changes could be made to improve them. I guess inadequate, they don't live up to par. That's what I'm guessing that means. They say if it wasn't safe, if there was an issue with air traffic controllers or staffing that couldn't keep the system and the people safe in it, the FAA would shut it down, he said. We do have technologies on airplanes to keep them separated. Our system does not need to be upgraded. Okay. And then he said Boyd said that more than 500 million people gets on airplanes every year. Americans should continue to get on the airplane to go see grandma. People should not be worried about flying. It's a whole lot safer than driving down the highway. I do not believe that. So, and the reason why it is safer, the reason why they say it's safer, because less planes are flying than people are driving. So if more people are driving, there's going to be more accidents. I don't know why they be trying to run this by people. More people are driving cars than planes are flying. So therefore, you're going to see more accidents. It's a lot of accidents in the air, though. Not necessarily in the air, but, off on the ground, all sorts of places. Somebody said, thanks, Trump. Oh, then I used to live at Marietta, Georgia. Thanks, Trump, for your first 2 weeks of DEATH in hell. Okay. You mad at Trump, huh? But anyway, understaffed, let's call it what it is, okay? Because if they had enough people working, even when they let that one off, it wouldn't have mattered. Let me see what they say about this anyway, since we're on here. Staffing at Washington. Let's see what they said. When did this come out? This is on the 30th. I missed this. Yeah, that's what I said, but that's only because there are less planes flying than people are driving cars, okay? Period. See, look at this. According to a report, the controller who was handling helicopters was also instructing planes that were landing and departing from runways. She was doing too much. They had her doing too much. You're trying to see all of this while you are trying to see this helicopter. You're supposed to have one person to watch the planes and then another one to watch the helicopters. Why do they think that was a good idea to let the other person go if they didn't have nobody else to replace? That's stupid. So they said an internal preliminary report from the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, reportedly showed that the number of staff members working at the air control tower at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, DCA in Arlington, Virginia, was not normal for the time of day and volume of traffic. Whomever is the supervisor should be fired. Because, even if you don't have enough staff, I don't give a damn if a person is tired. You need to stay your butt there until we get done with this right here. Okay? And the supervisor, he should have brought his ass, or she should have brought her ass in there and took over the job. Anyway, on Wednesday night, an American Airlines plane and an Army helicopter collided near Reagan National Airport outside of Washington, D.C., and all 67 people on board both aircraft are presumed to be unalive. We already know they are unalive. So anyway, Associated Press obtained a report which showed one air traffic controller was working two positions at the time of the crash. They said typically the two assignments are split between two air traffic controllers. So they should have had another person there at all times. They let the person go. They should have had somebody else to come in here, or the person who let them go, if it wasn't a person working with them, if it was like a supervisor or something like that, he or she should have came in there and he or she should have taken over that job. Okay, if you don't have enough people. When I used to teach, and I was the lead teacher, okay, and I had an assistant teacher. If I left to go do something, which I had to a couple times because, my kids, she took over. We didn't just leave the space unfulfilled. She took over those roles, okay? And then we brought somebody else in, another teacher, another backup teacher to do her role. This is what they should have did here. And if there was nobody else to do it, the supervisor, and I'm pretty sure they got different supervisors, should have taken over that role. And that person should have been watching the helicopter while the other one watched the plane. Gosh. Everybody wants to leave. Nobody wants to work over. You're tired. You're sleepy. You just cannot do it. You know how many times I have worked, when I worked regular jobs, other people helped them out because somebody else wasn't there? Certainly in different positions, you need to do that because it can create problems and people can lose their life if a mistake is made, like in hospitals, airplanes, trains, things like that. You said yes, flying is air travel has near zero fatality. Okay. Well, like I said, you have less planes flying than you do people driving. Anytime you have more things on the streets driving versus in the air, you're going to have more collisions. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's still safe. That's why I can't get on a plane like that. Not too much, because I don't believe that they're all that safe. I just don't. And nobody's going to convince me, not even with numbers. Okay, so you said, what's up? We are the receipts. Happy birthday to you, and thank you so much for tuning in. How does revolution not being televised and dots all we see even during the Super Bowl? What do you mean? How the revolution not being televised and that's all we see even during? Oh, okay, you said, and that's all we see. We'll answer that when we get to that, okay? You said it's a song. Well, he already did. Okay, you said it's a song by Jill Scott Heron. Just a play on words for a thumbnail. Don't read too much into it. Okay, thank you for already explaining that, Jermaine. Yeah, I do believe it was a shortage in people on the ground. If you only got one person on duty to watch the airplanes, how can you not think it's a shortage? Okay, if there was the person that was left on duty was trying to watch the airplanes in the helicopters. All right. Sometimes it's hard to watch two different things as well as all the other airplanes that were landing, taking off, and things like that. No, I don't think it was the military who caused that accident. I think it was the air traffic controllers, like I've been saying from the start, and they made a mistake. They were telling the military helicopter what to do as well as the plane, and that's why they did not see that daggone airplane, and they went right into it. That's why that happened. And you can clearly see that. If you go take a look at my other video that I did days ago, where I had the captain, a pilot, I guess they call him captain too. And he was actually telling us what happened. He was explaining everything, detail by detail. And he basically was telling us that. Right. I'm talking about the American airline and the helicopter crash. Okay. When the air traffic control people were there, they let one of those employees leave early. Okay. Then they just left the one there trying to watch the helicopter in the airplanes, because there was more than one airplane. Okay. So that's how that happened, according to what they're saying here. If you have one set of eyes, right? Two eyes. You're watching all this stuff. Then your boss let this other person leave. So that means you got to watch the airplanes and the helicopter. And it's dark, pitch dark at night. You're looking at monitors. You're probably doing 1,000 different things. Of course, somebody can make a mistake. That's why they needed two people. They just said two people to split. One to watch the helicopter, one to watch the planes. So the person who watched the helicopters left early. So that left the person who watched the airplanes there to watch both. And of course, probably not all the time. Of course, a person can make a mistake. They do it every day when people drive. You out here driving, you don't see another car, and you may tell a person in the car, check to see if somebody on the side of me. That one day you don't tell that person that. You think because you're looking in your mirrors, you don't see a car, and there's a car on the side of you, and then you have an accident. Because it's always better to have more eyes than just yours to watch. That's why when I'm in a car, sometimes I ask my daughter to look over there. Because like yesterday, if I would have looked the second time, I would have had an accident. Because one pair of eyes sometimes is just not enough to see certain things, especially in rainy conditions and dark. And certainly with airplanes, you're looking at control monitors, ATC looking at all those little monitors or whatever else they're looking at and stuff. It's just bound to happen one day. Listen, I'm reading what they said right here, okay? I'm reading exactly what they said. People who are trained in this said. I'm not going by what I seen on camera or whatever, because we're not pilots. We are not ATC. We're not people who are certified to really tell you what happened. I'm going by what this dude says right here. And this is what he does as a job. I'm not going by no conspiracy theories or what we think. We don't pretty much do that over here. Okay, I mean, you got your right to your own opinion, but I'm just going by what they say here. Okay, the thing is that they said it was not enough people there. It was not normal for the time of day and volume of traffic. And then you got people lying as well, because they said, despite the report saying the staffing was not normal, a person familiar with the matter told Fox News Digital that staffing in the control tower at DCA on Wednesday night was at a normal level. But they will lie, okay? They will lie to make it seem like, it was enough people there. So let me finish reading it. They said the person explained that the positions get combined regularly if air trollers have to step away from the cut. But see, listen, if they have to step away for breaks or whatever. But the thing about it is, maybe they should stop doing that. Okay, so what, the positions get combined? That doesn't mean that it's right. Okay, because eventually, with you having one person doing everything, eventually somebody is going to mess up. And that's what they did that night when that collision happened. It doesn't matter who ran into who. Okay, the thing is, the air traffic controller told them that was cool. So therefore, they hit each other, period. So they said controllers may also have to step away when air traffic is slow, but it wasn't slow then. All right. And this person spoke, and, clearly they're not going to tell you who they are. All right. See, here you go. Supervisors have the ability to combine roles, which was the case on Wednesday night, though the person familiar with the matter could not say why. Well, they just said it. They said they combine roles when they give people breaks sometime, or if someone leave early. That person left early. Okay. When asked about the air traffic and previous reports of it being heavy on Wednesday night, the source said it was moderate. It was moderate, but that's not what they said before. They said above normal. Okay, so somebody lied. All right, it was above normal. All right, and they let the supervisor or whomever let one employee leave early, and then the other employee had to watch everything. They said that airport has been understaffed for years, with 19 fully certified controllers as of September 2023. However, staffing targets set by the FAA and the controllers union call for 30. So why is it 19 when it should have been 30? It was those two. It was. They crashed into each other, but it was the ATC, allegedly. It was their fault. All right? Because look, by the time that the helicopter would have noticed that a plane is there, it probably was too late. All right? Just like when you're driving a car. Sometimes you don't see stuff. Like, for example, with the thing that I almost had the other day. If I would have went on over, by the time, if that car would have been a little bit up closer to me instead of a little bit back, when I got over and I saw that, it would have been too late and I still would have had an accident. That's exactly what they probably did. When they saw that airplane was there, it was probably too late and they had, hit it point blank. Or they hit each other or whatever. It looks like to me, though, when I looked at it, that the helicopter ran straight into the plane. All right. But I don't know, because I'm not an air traffic controller or a pilot. I'm just saying from what I saw, that's what it looked like. They said air traffic controller shortage is nothing new at Reagan National or most of the country's air traffic control facilities. And remember, guys, what I said that before. Remember, we went over all the numbers and everything, and I said the exact thing before when we talked about this. They said last year, Frontier Airlines CEO Barry Biffle appeared on Fox Business Network, the Claiming Countdown, and warned that shortages could cause issues during the summer seasons if they are not addressed. That's common daggone sense. If you have a shortage of people, things cannot be done efficiently or as well. There are going to be more mistakes. If you go to an auto repair shop and they are understaffed and you need something done to your car, okay, either you're going to be waiting a long time or they're going to have somebody doing your car that may not be as good, okay, even with stuff as simple as an oil change. So that's why you have to keep that staff, enough staff working. Just like at hospitals, if you don't have enough people working there, then certain things won't be done efficiently, or people or employees that get, drained, and they're more susceptible to making mistakes and things like that. It's just, common sense. Let's see what else they got here. So they did say there's opportunities to improve the technology that is kind of the backbone of air traffic control. And that's according to Biffle. He said, if you look to Europe, for example, there are some opportunities that we could adopt here that would be much more efficient. You would burn a lot less fuel, get there faster, and so forth. That is a big opportunity. Okay? So, but at the same time, they say it doesn't still solve the issue that I think we are 3,000 controllers short right now. So why aren't they hiring more people, more air traffic controllers to do their jobs? Can anybody in the chat tell me that? Why do you think, I already know the answer. Why do you think they will not hire more air traffic controllers? And keep in mind, it was short before Trump got into office. Keep that in mind, because over here we're going to be fair. I'm an independent. So, it is what it is. I'm talking about everybody. But the thing is, though, this problem was there before Trump came into office. But at the same time, some things that Trump has done or have done, they could and might have created more problems. So anybody in the chat, if y'all still listening, because I know how y'all be doing, y'all be having me on and y'all be doing other things, which is okay. So what do you think they should do about these 3,000 ATC people that they need? Do y'all think they need to hire more people for the job? I think they have a freeze on everything now. I don't know for sure. But what do you think they need to do? And see, that's why a lot of times you get more delays, at the airport, or you get, more cancellations, or you get other problems like potential, collisions or all types of stuff, you guys, just all types of stuff. Let's see. And so they said the FAA's National Airspace System, NAS, safety review team created in April 2023 following several close runway incursions during takeoffs or landings at busy airports determined that year that the concurrence of several challenges such as the air traffic control staffing crunch, insufficient funding, and outdated technology results in an erosion of safety margins that must be urgently addressed. That's why I just can't do it. And now that I'm reading all this, I don't care what they say, I still just can't do it. All right. They said the cost of the shortage has been attributed to employee turnover. And why do they have such a high turnover? And other factors like tight budgets. And ultimately, it has resulted in many controllers working 10-hour days and as many as 6 days a week. That's why they need to hire more people. That's why they let a woman leave early, because that person probably was at work a long time and probably was tired, period. Even if they took a break, but they said leave early. leave early and taking a break is certainly two different things, and it really doesn't matter, because if the person took a break and the accident happened, it's still because there wasn't enough people there working. Okay, it doesn't matter who hit who first, because the thing is, neither one of them knew the other one was there. Okay, because of air traffic controller telling them the wrong thing, allegedly. All right, so you say it's expensive, time-consuming training. Okay, then retirements. You say you don't know. Probably a combination of things. Okay. It could be a combination of reasons why they don't, but I still think they probably need to hire more people. Okay, period. Because if it's going to be, if we're going to be paying if it's going to be at the expense of people who are flying, then I think they need to figure out, the best way that they need to go in order to hire more people. They say there are 30 people. Did they say 30 people short? Let me go back to that. Yeah, what they said right there. Let's go back to that. Hold on, I gotta go back to it, you guys, real quick. 30 people. This time go by so quick. Hold on, I forgot where I saw that at. Hold on, guys. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so they said the unions call for 30 people, 30 controllers, okay, at each airport. And right now they usually just have, at Reagan National Airport, it's been understaffed for years with only 19. So at that Pacific airport, even if they hired 15 additional people, I don't understand why they can't do that. Because maybe you can't afford to hire 30, but what about if you hire 15 more and then maybe look at everybody's schedule and then make some adjustments or whatever the case is? I don't know what they can do, but they need to do something. You know what I'm saying? And they said this is in a lot of airports, most airports. So this entire thing needs to be looked at, or I believe we're going to be having more of these type of collisions and accidents and things like that. I mean, I got another story. I just told y'all about another airline crash with the Alaska thing, right? Then it was other small ones. So, I mean, yeah, they have less accidents than cars because there's less airplanes out there. People are driving cars all day and night, okay? All day and night. Of course, you're going to have more accidents. I don't even know why they would make a comparison like that. I'm pretty sure trains don't have as many accidents as, I don't know how many accidents they have, but I'm sure they don't have as many as cars, even though there are a lot of trains out there. We got to look all that up. And then something else, I forgot what else I was going to look up. I can't remember. Let's see. Hold on. So that's pretty interesting, guys. It really, truly is. So let me give y'all some air travel safety tips. Let me see. Hopefully they're not telling us about, actually, I don't see it here. Let's see. They're just telling us what we should never do, but they need to tell us. I don't even know how we could, honestly, guys, I don't really know how we could be, because we can't do anything with the pilots or air traffic control. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point of me even telling you this. I can tell you 14 tips to improve your chances of survival in an airplane crash. I can tell you that. But other than that, I mean, I can't tell you anything else, because you can't ask to see a pilot's credentials or how many people are in the air traffic control center, things like that. You can't do all of that. All right. So only thing I can tell you guys is how to try to survive in case of a crash. All right. Let's see. And they say here, if you can't do anything else, you can try to protect yourself. That's it. So they said you can fasten your seatbelt and leave it fastened. All right. I'm not even going to go into all this, because this is common sense. All right. You can check for your life vest. Okay. Especially if you're flying over a lot of water. They said look under your seat to be sure the vest is there. And if it's missing, report that to your flight attendant. Then they said read the safety information and pay attention to the pre-flight safety speech, even if you heard it before. They said devise an evacuation plan in case of an incident or accident by learning where the nearest exits are. Count rows in case smoke fills the cabin so you can't see the exits. Be alert during the first and last minutes of a flight when accidents happen the most. So when you first get on the flight, and then when it's about to land, you should pay attention to it. And see, that's why I was sitting by that window. I know I couldn't do anything, but I was actually watching the plane. When we took off, I was watching the plane, man. I'm not going to lie. And then when it landed, man, I almost had a slight heart attack, even when it took off. But when it landed, I was watching then too, because I was like, damn, I got to make sure, it's just weird stuff, because I don't like planes. Man, I was up there taking pictures as well. Then they say devise an evacuation plan. Like I said before, count the seats and stuff, the rows. And then they say keep your coat on or your jacket on. They say keep it with you when you take off and when the plane land in the wintertime, just in case they have a flash, I guess. Or you may need to use it to put a fire out or something like that, or to try to protect yourself, I guess. They say in case of an accident, they said try to grab your, no, they say keep it on you, because they said there's no time to open the overhead bin. So they say keep your jacket or coat on. All right. Let's see what can you do with it. Yeah, I guess you could just use it for to keep warm or whatever the case is, or you could even use that coat to hit something with if you need to. And they said listen to the crew's instruction. But let me tell you something. When you have a mid-air collision, I don't care all the stuff they're talking about, you're not going to be able to do anything, period. If it falls into the ocean, I just don't know, guys, or river or anything. I just don't know. That's why I don't like planes, because what can you really do? I mean, you can do all the stuff that they're telling you to do, but if your ass can't swim, or if that water is icy cold and they don't hurry up and rescue you, you don't have that long. Yeah, that coat. Listen, I don't know what to tell you guys, okay? Because like I said, I try to fly less, all right? Because I don't like them, all right? So I really don't know for sure. This is one thing that I just don't know, because a plane falling out the sky, crashing, blowing up, a coat is not going to do you any good. If your plane crashes midair and it goes into the water, the coat is not going to do you any good. The vest maybe, and if you don't freeze the, what? They said here, listen to the crew's instructions if given. Don't wait for flight attendant. Sometimes you can't even listen to the crew's instructions, because sometimes they be gone. They said don't take anything with you except your jacket and coat. They said don't push and check the exit door before going out. They say if you are on land, get as far away from the plane as possible in case of an explosion. On water, don't jump in the water unless you have no other choice. Because they already know if you jump in that water and it's shark infested or you can't swim or if it's cold, you're done for. So let's see. Well, it wasn't no shortage. American Philadelphia Eagles beating the Chiefs. I know that's right. You're so crazy. You said just pray. That's all you can do. Surviving a plane crash in the ocean is rare. I know. Can't land a plane on salt water like that probably did on the Hudson. What happens if you land on the salt water, Jermaine? Okay, so they said if you are on land, so they say get away from it, okay? Because they said when the plane explodes, like you saw in the Philly plane crash, an explosion, a lot of fragments will go everywhere and they can hit you, which they can cause you to be unalive, like they did one person in a car. Okay, like that little boy got hit in the head. He's not alive, but he was, fighting for his life. Gosh. They said if you are on land and you spot a large object, use that to shield you. They said get behind it as long as it is not too close to the crash. If you are on water, once you get out of the plane, first check to see if you can inflate your life vest. They said put your arms through. So first of all, you're going to have your life vest with you on the plane. It's going to be underneath the seat, right? So if they're telling you that sometime like in the other plane crash, they didn't even know. They didn't even know, to be perfectly honest. If you have the chance to get your life vest underneath your seat, get it. And then I had to shit out for real on a plane with me, but I don't think you can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Anyway, put your arms through the loops if you only have a seat cushion. They really float. Don't jump in the water unless you have no choice. Most water throughout the world is cold enough to cause hypothermia. Most commercial planes are equipped with rafts, often located in the cabin ceiling. So what did I just say? Cabin ceiling. And the emergency ramps can also act as rafts. But a lot of times when those planes land in water, these people cannot do this because they are already unalive. But if you are alive, these are the things you should do. They say if you have a chance, if you are caught in an emergency incident or crash, when U.S. Airways Flight 1549, Miracle on the Hudson, was going down into the Hudson River in New York City, no one expected anyone to survive, but some did. So they said, follow the above advice and listen to the flight crew. It can help save your life. So if you're on that water, get that, that little vest. And they say if you only have a seat cushion, you can use that. Put your arms through the loops. Okay, put your arms through the loops and put it around you, the seat cushion. And that they do float. Okay, that's what they're saying. But the thing about it, if it's cold out there, man. And they said don't jump in that water. Only do that if you have no choice. Like if the plane is still afloat, try to stay on that plane. But if it's not flown, then you'll have no choice. Like sometimes the plane fill up with water, you don't have no choice. But that's another thing too. If the door, how can you open the door if the plane is in the water? Unless the door, because part of the door probably be shielded, it will be in the water, which stops the door from opening. So how would you get out of the plane? You said, and the ocean isn't calm like the Hudson River. Right. But how would you get out of that plane if the plane is in the water, right? Just think about this. If the plane is in the water, okay, and part of the plane is in the water and the door is halfway in the water, how can you open the door? Unless, if it like broke off some or it has an opening in it. But you're going to have to do everything fast if you're not hurt, because water is going to come into that opening and fill up very quickly. So you have to be very quick. And then they say don't jump in the water. You're not going to have no chance, no opportunity other than jumping in the water. I don't know why they don't I guess it'll be too heavy. But since they are so smart, it seems like they could invent something that's very, 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 very lightweight. And you can put it on. But how would you get this on if it's a crash? Oh, that's a lot of stuff, y'all. Because I'm talking about like a suit you can put on that'll keep you from getting hypothermia in case of a air crash. That's very, very lightweight, so it won't be too much for the airplane. I don't know. Oh, okay. You said swim out where the water is coming in. But what if you can't swim? What if you can't swim? Then what? If you cannot swim, how are you going to get out this plane, Jermaine? And what if half of the plane, you said swim out where the water is coming in, even if you can't get out the door, right? But still, if you can't swim, how will you get out that plane? And what if you don't have time to put on that vest? But then they say grab the seat cushion and put your arms through it and bring it down over your body, okay? And then use that as a, a floaty. So I suggest everybody who get in the plane learn how to do basic, some type of swimming or at least enough so you can get out of there. Shit, if I couldn't swim, I'd be trying to. I'm not joking. I'd be trying to. I mean, shit, if you have to go on YouTube before you go fly and read some things, you'll be shocked what you can do when you are scared, okay? If you just go on YouTube and watch how to swim, I guarantee you, if in that position, you'll probably do it. All right. And just think if you got kids with you, man. That's what I'm saying. They need to figure out, first of all, they need to hire enough people. Okay. They can't get 30 people at each airport for air traffic controllers, but they should at least try to get so they need, let's see, 19, 29, 31, 2, 3, 4. No, at least they need to have 24. Okay, at least 24 people. So if they get 24 people in there, and then maybe look at the schedules and do some restructuring, I guess, they can make it a little bit safer and take a little less, give these people a little less hectic day, because them letting that one person off of work early played a critical role in all of that, period. Okay. So anyway, that's the trip, you guys. So I just gave you some survival tips that you can do to improve your chances. Now, granted, you may still get unalive, but at least you can try to fight. You know what I'm saying? At least you can. So they said Trump administration is set to purchase $400 million worth of armored Teslas. Okay. Wasting up money, huh? But you want to make cuts and everything else, huh? Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. Thanks to all of y'all. Thank you, Jermaine. We are the receipts, all of y'all, for y'all comments and stuff on that. Now, let me tell you guys, I want to tell you guys about this. Let me see what they're saying real quick. Yeah, they're going to purchase at least $400 million worth of armored Tesla vehicles, according to a new State Department document detailing that for the fiscal year 2025. All right, so that's what they're doing. They're not specifying which one it will be, but they are saying Musk Cybertruck could be an option. So it's about the contract is for $400 million. Okay. And then they removed Tesla out of that because they edited it. Okay. At first they had Tesla cars up there. And then, of course, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow must have did a comment about it on X, I guess, or wherever, on her newscast or wherever. Then Musk himself wrote on X, "Hey, at Maddox, why the lie?" Anyway, the State Department and Musk did not return requests for comments. So he got to look, he highlights what he views as excessive or unnecessary federal contracts, but he got billions of dollars under federal contracts. Okay. So look at, they're talking about that right now. SpaceX and Tesla also have multi-billion-dollar contracts with the federal government. He runs 6 companies, and they are under investigation by government authorities. They said, as Musk deputies have gained access to nearly 24 federal agencies, ethics experts have raised concerns about the billionaire running into conflicts of interest because Musk runs 6 companies, which some are under investigation by government authorities. And like I just said, his companies, including Tesla and SpaceX, also have multi-billion-dollar contracts with the federal government. All right. As they said, most of that federal money has gone to SpaceX, and that's the rocket company for projects including work for NASA to launch Musk Starship with astronauts to the moon. Y'all, a new Cybertruck starts at around $82,000, and $38,000 were sold last year, according to Cox Automotive. Since it's been made, y'all, launched out, this truck has faced complaints about rust, finger pinches, and defective accelerator pedals. They also said some of Tesla's competitors, they are set to receive lucrative yet considerably smaller contracts for armored vehicles, including BMW, which is expected to supply about 40 million worth of SUVs to the federal government. Okay, so that's a little bit breaking news for you guys. There you go. You want to make cuts, but you're doing all, you're buying all these vehicles. Okay, armored vehicles for what? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this right here and go to the next airplane, tell you what that crash was caused from. Let's read this first. Good information. Thank you. It's a waste. The R&D alone would cost way more than that. This is just a kickback of some sort, okay? I will admit that SpaceX is a good thing, much more effective than a national space agency like NASA. Private space flight is the future. Okay, why is it the future, Jermaine, since you be up on that type of stuff? Why is it the future? Okay, let's go over here and look at the other airplane crash I wanted to update you guys on real quick. Okay, here. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let me get it real quick. I'm just reading stuff on my phone. Hold on. Oh, man, I'm about to take that off. Thank you, Jermaine, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. You want me to tell everybody how much it is, Jermaine? You said money. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about this NASA stuff. Okay, competition. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let me go get the other plane crash thing real quick. Hold on. So I got his car up over here. Let's see. So I'm going to show you a video of a plane caught on camera crashing into a New England home in a minute, okay? But let me go ahead and show y'all, tell you this first. Hold on. You have to find it. And I already just told you about him getting a 40 million defense contract amid his cutting of federal spending, Elon Musk. Okay, let's see here. And also another breaking news is rapper NBA Youngboy to be released from Alabama prison in July. All right. So yeah, that's something. So here's the cause of the DEADLY Arizona plane crash. Okay, let me just tell you guys here. And also the deceased pilot was identified. So let's see. So it was the landing gear failure. And I thought I told you guys that already. It cost a private jet owned by Vince Neil. Yeah, I did tell you guys that. At that time, I think they were guessing, but now they know for sure that's what caused that. Okay. Vince Neil is the lead singer of Motley Crue. Okay. It caused the plane to rapidly skid off a runway and slam into a parked private jet on Monday, unaliving its co-pilot. Now, 3 other people were injured in the collision at Scottsdale Airport, including a second pilot, as well as Neil's girlfriend, Rain Hannon, and her friend. A 5th person who was in the parked jet refused medical attention. Neil was not on the plane. Now, according to initial reports, the Lear jet's left main landing gear failed upon landing, leading to the collision. The city of Scottsdale said in a statement on its website. Airport operations staff and emergency personnel from Scottsdale Fire Station 609 responded to the scene within 1 minute of the collision. And this is it right here. Okay, the landing gear, you can see it on the ground. So that is the reason this plane crashed into a parked plane and unalive 1 person and injured others. I think they said a co-pilot was unalive. Okay. let's see. They said the wheels belonging to the Learjet, which we just saw, could be seen around 100 yards away from the crash site. Now, that pilot name is Joey Vitosky. I think I said it, or Vitosky or something like that. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. He was 78 years old. He was certified as a flight engineer since 1978, and he was a pilot since 2019, according to FAA records. He was also in the Marine Corps. He became a Marine Corps aviator and flew helicopters in Vietnam in 1969. And then he started flying Learjets. He spent over a decade with the Marine Corps, okay? His ex-wife said he passed on doing what he loved, and he would probably be happy to go the way he did. His passion was flying, she said. And they have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. And I do have video of it, which I will show you guys real quick. Okay, if you guys can see it. I probably can make it larger. Let's see. Let me close this. Even though it's dark outside, I still got to close these blinds. So let me show you what this thing looked like when it was doing it. Okay, let's see this. Let's see. Parental advisory in effect, okay, y'all? I don't see nothing yet, but I guess we'll see it eventually. If it doesn't show it here, I'm pretty sure I can go on TikTok. We can't see it. Let's see, is it over yet? Oh. Let's see. Okay, I didn't see anything. Let me go to TikTok and see if I can get a better, because I didn't see a thing. Did you guys see anything? I did not see a thing. Let me see. Learjet. Let me see. Learjet. Gosh. Crash in Arizona. Let me see if I can pull it up on TikTok. Let me turn the volume down and see if I can find it real quick. I didn't see a thing, okay? I know you didn't, because I didn't see it either. Jermaine, let me see. Learjet collision in Arizona. Let me see if I can pull it up on here. The place to go for stuff like that, okay? Learjet collision in Arizona. Let's see if they'll show us on here. I don't know. We're going to see. Oh, yeah, they show us right. I told you. TikTok is the place to go, man. Okay, parental advisory is in effect, okay? Let me see which one I want to do. This one or this one. Let's see. Let me look at this one real quick. I got to look at it myself first, y'all. Let me look at it myself. Oh, my gosh. He ran right into it. Just went out of control, you guys. You know he was going to get unalive. You know he was. Let me show y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Let me show y'all this right here real quick. Okay, let me start it over again. Oh, wait a minute. Let me let it go over again, okay? Hold on. I guess we can play the sound. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at it real carefully. Y'all see it? Damn. See it going on. It was going out of control. The landing gear would not work. See how it going over there? Damn. That's sad. One more time. We'll see it one more time. Damn, y'all. Dang. Goodness. I know he was damn petrified in that damn plane when the landing gear was messing up and stuff. Gosh, that is sad, you guys. Man. Somebody said that's like running into the only other car in the parking lot. I don't know why they laughing. Somebody said, I don't like this trend. Right, it's a lot. Somebody said McKinney was on the plane. I don't know who all was on it. I know who passed on, though. We just said it. And we know his girlfriend was there on that plane. It was never a joke. Somebody said it's not even a joke anymore. It was never a joke. It's never a joke when airplanes crash. Gosh, my condolences are expressed out to his family members, okay, and his friends, and my prayers are with them. And all the people who got injury, my prayers are with those people who got injury in with their family and friends. It's a sad situation, you guys. I mean, I don't care if a plane crash is small or large. You know, when people's lives are taken or they are injured, it all hits the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame, man. And when you look at these things in person, it really, it's different when you see it. You know what I'm saying? It's very different when you see it. All right. That's why sometimes I show these things. All right. Now let me see if I covered all of the plane crash stuff. So we got the cause of that plane crash, even though I think I revealed it the other day as well. But so I just confirmed it today. So now you guys know. And so let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we do have another airplane crash. Okay, that's another one I wanted to tell you guys about. It's a Boeing 737 Max. It collided with an airport vehicle on the runway as it accelerated for takeoff. I mean, like I said, like they said, not me, most of these plane accidents happen when they are landing or taking off. I guess that's why I was so paranoid that day when I was on a plane. So this is not the one that's pictured here, but I guess it looks like this. This is not the one that was in the accident. Okay, it's just a different one. Let me show y'all what it looks like, just in case you don't know what it looks like. Oh, where's my damn thing at? Hold on. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's not the actual plane though, okay? So anyway, this was operated by a Brazilian airline. It collided with a vehicle on the runway. Like I told you guys before, this is just not happening here in America. It's happening in many different places, okay? This Boeing 737 MAX was accelerating to take off from Rio de Janeiro on Tuesday. Rio de Janeiro on Tuesday. The plane was able to brake and no injuries were reported. That's great. I'm glad no injuries, and it was able to brake, use their brakes and everything. But it did collide with a vehicle on the runway. So can we see that one? Let's see if we can see this. We can probably see this. Okay. Let's see. Right. Why was a vehicle? When they may be talking about another airplane. I don't know. They may be talking about well, that still would apply. Why would a vehicle be anywhere near the runway? You know, those little car things they drive in. Why would that be near the runway? You're right. Okay. I was about to say something crazy. There it is right there. I guess they own a plane, I guess. Recording. Well, we didn't see anything. Okay, let's look at it again. And these people be doing all these damn recordings. We don't see nothing. Guess that's the plane landing or trying to land. It's landing. But then it stopped. I guess that's when the collision happened, when it stopped, I guess. I don't know, guys. Maybe if I go to, so it said it was managed to brake before it reached the end of the runway. It has that. Listen, that airport has one of the world's longest runways at 4,000 meters, about 13,000 feet or 2.5 miles. Okay. So, let me see if I can get the actual video, because I don't know what that shit they just showed us. All right, let's see. Brazilian Boeing, what is it called? 737 MAX. Let's see if I can remember that on TikTok. Boeing 737 MAX. Let's see. Boeing 737 MAX. Hold on, let me go to it. Boeing 737 MAX. Let's do this. Boeing 737 MAX. Hold on. Boeing, wait a minute, hold on. Boeing 7. Around Brazil, not Brazil, but Brazil. Yeah. Okay. See, a lot of times we got to think about what we say, and then we can say it correctly. Okay, let's see. This is not it. I don't know if this one is it right here. I think this is the same one though. Let's see. She is on the plane. You can't see anything with her just riding on it. Yeah, she's on the plane taking pictures on, from the inside of the plane, but you don't see it when it crashed into the vehicle because it stops. So that's the same video. This may be it right here. Let's see.
737 MAX has collided with a vehicle during takeoff.
Okay, well, we can show you this.
Last night, a Gulf airline.
Okay, we can show you this right here, okay? Now, let me give him a heart. We'll show you this one right here. Because it's not going to show the actual thing. I don't guess. We don't have all day. Let's go ahead. What the hell is wrong with the sound? Wait. Hold on.
International Airport. The 737 MAX has collided with a vehicle during takeoff in Brazil. Late last night, a Gulf Airlines 737 MAX 8 began its takeoff roll at Rio de Janeiro International Airport before its would-be flight north to Fortaleza. During this takeoff, it struck a Chevy pickup truck that had made its way onto the runway. This video shows that moment, and as you can see, the plane nearly veers off of the right side of the runway, but the pilots regained control, no doubt saving lives. The crew aborted the takeoff. The plane came to a complete stop. All passengers were deboarded safely. The truck was destroyed, and the plane also suffered severe damage. Thankfully, this didn't occur at higher speeds, but the fact that there was a truck on the runway during takeoff isn't very reassuring. A 737 MAX has collided with a vehicle during takeoff.
So it was actually a truck on the daggone runway? That is crazy. Somebody said, how did this happen? Right. Why was he on the runway? This is it right here, too. No, this is it right here. Hold. Look, I got it here. Wait, come on. If I can ever hurry up. I guess it may not be all of it. Okay, we're just going to see this. It messed that truck up. But that's the damage it did? Wow. That's the people getting off, I guess. That is crazy, y'all. Yeah, that's crazy, y'all, man. Okay. Woo. 737. So we just seen that one.
So there's been a lot more information coming out about the plane that tragically crashed in Brazil. So far, a total of 62 bodies have been.
So they had another one?
Plane crash.
Hold on, what was this? This was late. This is a long time ago. This was back in August 11, 2024. Like I said, they've been having crashes all over. We just don't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Until this these two major airline crashes. This was another one in Brazil back in 2024 in August. 8 cancer doctors were on board. Let me just show it to y'all real quick. Just because we were talking about it. Maybe we need to move on.
There's been a lot more information coming out about that plane that tragically crashed in Brazil. Well, so far, a total of 62 bodies have been recovered from the plane.
You guys probably didn't hear about this.
It's been determined that 8 different cancer doctors were on the plane that crashed. They were on their way to a conference. Now, initially, about 15 doctors were scheduled to be on the flight, but 7 of them changed to an earlier departure.
I know they're glad.
The doctors were traveling to Sao Paulo to attend the SBTMO 2024 Cancer and Vaccine Conference. One of the individuals said that there was a monitor showing him the wrong gate and that there were like 10 people sitting there realizing they were in the wrong place. And when they ran up to try to get passes to go to the right gate, they said, sorry, you're too late, but you're going to have to reschedule your flight. 2 of the individuals that were on the plane have already been identified, and they're saying that they were the pilot and the co-pilot. Now, the twin-engine turboprop, which was built by aviation firm ATR, was flying from Cascavel in southern Parana State to Sao Paulo. Now, they've recovered the black boxes from the aircraft, and the Brazilian Air Force said that they plan to publish a preliminary report within an estimated 30 days. According to Flight Radar 24 website, the plane flew for about an hour at 17,000 feet until 1:21 p.m. when it began losing altitude at a catastrophic rate.
Went down, y'all.
A devastating loss, and I feel terrible for the families.
Damn.
So there's been a lot more information coming out about that plane that tragically
Okay, that's sad, y'all. I just fell right out the sky. We didn't even hear anything about it, okay? And even if we did, they went over it, through it so quickly, we just did not even know anything about it. That's sad, you guys. My condolences to all those people, everybody who lost, family members in plane crashes, accidents, or whatever the case is. And my prayers are with them. That's sad. I didn't even know anything about that one. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, that just happened in August of 2024. Even if I did hear about it, we didn't really pay attention to it because it's in a different country. So once again, plane crashes have been happening all over, and they are still happening. And I still think, they need to get enough people in those stations to help monitor everything and make sure everything is safer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, point blank, you only got 19 when you're supposed to have 30 people in there. That's sad. It should be at least 24, 25 people should be in there. Okay, so yeah, hopefully they can tighten that up a little bit more. I don't know if for sure if Trump stuff, how he made cuts there, whatever the case is, played a role into that, or whatever the case is, into the hiring or whatever. But I do know that, this plane crash right here happened back last year, and other crashes have happened before he came into office. So again, I just think they need to, do some restructuring, I guess, revamping, whatever you want to call it, and just, hire more people, figure out the way they can do it. I guess they have to look at the budget or whatever the case is. I don't know if Trump approves that or what. I don't know. But whatever they need to do, they need to do it so we can be safe, or you guys can be safe when you get on a plane. Because all those safety, these safety things that you can do when on a plane, in case you get in an accident, if you go into that water or you blow up in the air, I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people surviving. However, miracles do happen, and sometimes people do survive. So it's good to know those safety things you can do. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and move into the next topic, because we was on this one for almost 2 hours. So now I'll be looking at this clock, but it's still early out here. It's only 12:22, so I'm doing good. All right. That's sad, man. Look at this shit, man. That's why I can't. Wait a minute. Before I leave, I got to show y'all this. This aircraft door was open. Hold on. I got to show y'all this. That's why the wind is blowing in here. That's crazy. Look at that shit. That is crazy, y'all. Hey, this is why they want to get rid of TikTok. That's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. Let's see, that happened in 23. Somebody said somebody should close the door. I don't think they can. They said it's that speed and pressure is impossible. They said there's no pressure in there, but the speed is kind of impossible, but they can still do it. And somebody saying fall out. No, I think they did the right thing, okay? Somebody said they would be throwing up and using the bathroom. Shit, I would have been scared as what in that plane like that, okay? Goodness. So like I said, I can do a whole segment on things like this. It's so many. I'm still looking at this plane falling from the sky like this, okay? Gosh, they had a plane crash in Utuba. Leaves one person unalive. This is another one. So like I just said, you guys, they be having plane crashes a lot all over the places. We just don't be knowing about it, or if we hear about it, we don't pay attention to it. We haven't been paying attention to it until these last two ones that we just saw happen not too long ago. Plane crashed into a busy street. Look at this. Into a busy street. This was 5 days ago. Wait a minute, I gotta show y'all this. At least I think it's the same one in Brazil. Yeah, this is the same one in Brazil. Let me show y'all this right here. Let me show y'all. Small plane, but this is a different one though. This is a small one. I don't know if this is the same one. Video shows the moment a small plane crashed on a busy road in Sao Paulo, Brazil. No. At least 2 people died. That's sad, y'all. That's sad. Gosh. So it's happening all over. It really is. Oh my God. This is on a Brazil plane. I don't know if I should show y'all this. This is sad, you guys. Oh man. Let me just show you a part of it. Well, I'm gonna get a what's name now. Oh man, this is sad. They was on there screaming. Hold on. That's sad, y'all. That's sad. Let me turn the volume down. Let y'all see who got hurt. So he's one. This person here. That's sad. Oh man. Oh man, this is sad, you guys. Oh. Let's see if it started back. Oh, it's almost done. Somebody must have had a camera inside of the plate thing. Damn. This is why I can't do it on airplanes. Look at this. They were screaming and everything, just like I thought they probably did. It was all filled up with smoke and everything. That is sad, y'all. Damn. My condolences again expressed out to these people, family and friends, and my prayers are extended out to them. That's sad, sad situation. Actually hear the audio and see, it does not hit you the same way. Just hearing them, seeing it, reading about it. But when you see it, it's a different. It reaches a different area. Okay, that's sad. Somebody said there is always smoke before a fire. They probably passed on before impact. Yeah, that's it. If that's the actual footage, that is a sad situation. All right. And I don't know why that car was there. That truck was there. They're gonna run away. I don't know. That's weird by itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple minutes and do these next two things. Let me tell you what Elon Musk's son was saying, because they've been spreading rumors that he's telling President Trump to shut up and all types of crazy stuff. And like I said over here, we are going to tell the truth. All right. Let's see where this banner is real quick. So actually, we're going to say it's time for Elon Musk and Trump. Let's go Trump and Elon Musk. Okay, let's do that real quick. We got to hurry up, y'all. We got to hurry up. All right. Let me go to this real quick. I got to show you this plane caught on camera and crashing in New England, too. I'll show you that in a minute. So anyway, they claim that originally, let me read the thing first, and then I'll show y'all the YouTube video and tell you what he actually was saying. All right. So they claim that when Elon Musk was at the Oval Office meeting with President Donald Trump, his 4-year-old son, XAEA12, appeared to command attention away from his father as Musk spoke to a pool of reporters. The young boy also caught on camera saying something to Trump, sparked a flurry of comments online about the content of, what this little boy said. All right. So he was there at the Oval Office for the signing of an executive order requiring federal agencies to adhere to the directives of the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, which is Dodge or however you say it, which is led by Musk, and it's aimed at reducing the federal workforce. So anyway, this video clip of the exchange went viral on social media with, of course, the internet people trying to figure out what this little kid said. So some people said, this little boy was saying, "I want you to shut your mouth." Some other people said, he said, "I want you to shut your effing mouth up." Now, this little boy did not say that. So this is a little boy in the picture right here. Good and well, this little boy was not saying that. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes people be doing the most. So I'm going to tell you straight up, I just did not believe it, okay? Okay, so anyway, this video clip you guys are about to see features Musk's child in the Oval Office. It brought a smile to many viewers' faces as they observed Musk and his son together during the meeting. A lot of people, let's see what else. So like I said, the meeting itself centered around the executive order signing, a significant moment in Musk's collaboration with the U.S. government through the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, Musk's role as the head of this so-called department involves working to streamline the federal workforce, a goal reflected in the order signed by President Trump. So they did say Musk's presence in the Oval Office underscored the importance of his partnership with the government in implementing workforce reductions. The child not only whispered to Trump, but also appeared to pick his nose and wipe it on the historic resolution desk. Yuck. Hey, Drip, what's up, what's up, what's up? Internet users were quick to point out that X was caught on a hot mic while his father was speaking, sparking a flurry of speculation. Although the audio is difficult to make out, some words are discernible, and certain users claim the boy said, "You are not the president, you need to go away." He did not say that. Okay, he did not say that. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Okay, hold on. This is him picking his nose right here, which is, ugh, kids, man. They should have some baby wipes present and gave him one. Then he wiped that on the Oval desk. Damn. Woo. Okay, I'm done. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So hold on. Let me just say this real quick. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let me read this real quick. So Musk attended the press conference for the signing of the executive order aimed at downsizing the federal workforce. Okay, the Associated Press looked at the what am I talking about? The Associated Press examined a White House fact sheet on the order, which highlighted plans for a significant reduction in force-in evaluations of which agency components or entire agencies could be eliminated or merged together due to their function policy of hiring no more than one employee for every 4 employees that depart from federal service. Now, anyway, there are exemptions in the cards for roles pertaining to immigration, law enforcement, and public safety. Now, President Trump tasked Musk Department of Government Efficiency, aka Dodge, with the mission to dig out wasteful government spending thick within federal agencies. Yet Musk is already hitting resistance from federal courts concerning Dodge's reach into sensitive Treasury Department records in efforts to sideline a raft of USAID staff. Okay, so I think that they did put some type of injunction or freeze or hold or something into that. I'm not sure. I thought I read that. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you guys what we think this little boy was actually saying. All right. Hold on. Let me go to it. After all that digging in his little nose. Goodness. Hold on. I know I got to put the sound on. Wait, let me stop it right here. Hold on, we gotta stop. I need to stop that music. Let me turn this up so we can hear. Hold on, let me stop this. Yeah, we got about another you've been on here an hour 53. We got another like maybe 15 minutes or so, maybe somewhere around that time, and then we'll get out of here, you guys. Thank you so much for being here and listening and checking out Shades Tube. Don't forget, you can thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. If you watch this in the replay, especially leave a comment and stuff. And if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can do a membership for $4.99 per month, or you can do a super sticker, super chat, or a Cash App donation at $Shades Tube. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let's cut this and let's go ahead and look at this and listen to this. Hold on. Let me turn it all the way up so we get not too far, but.
To restore democracy. This may seem like, well, aren't we in a democracy? To restore democracy. This may seem like, well, aren't we in a democracy?
Let's see.
To restore democracy.
Let's see that again.
Like, well, are we in a democracy? To restore democracy. This may seem like, well, are we in a to restore democracy? This may seem like, well, are we in a democracy? To restore democracy.
You know what? Honestly, it sounds like he's repeating this man to me. I mean, it sounds like he said democracy before the dude said democracy. But to me, it sounds like this little boy is saying the same thing that I guess his dad is saying. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm not sure, but it sounds like that to me. Let's listen to it again. I'm not going to play the video, but I'll let y'all hear it.
Democracy. That's what he's saying.
I think he's saying the same thing he's saying. Listen.
To restore democracy.
But he said democracy before the guy said.
To restore democracy.
Unless he already knew the word. Let's say it again.
To restore democracy.
The other boys repeat him, but he said democracy before his dad said it. But he may be really smart. He's saying exactly what his dad is saying. Now that somebody said children repeat what they hear. No, that little boy is saying what his dad is saying. Damn, you guys don't hear this in the comment section? No. I think he said, I don't know what these people are hearing. He said restore, and it sounded like he said democracy. That's what he said. He said, listen, let me play this again. Hold on. I don't see nobody hearing that. Let's see. What did you guys hear? They said in another clip, the kid leans over and tells him to shh your mouth. But you know what? Kids say that. Okay, kids say that. What you mean by cape off, Jermaine? What are you talking about? The buzzer cape? No, let me stop. In another clip, the kid leans over and tells him to shh your mouth. He could have said that now. I mean, but you know, kids say stuff. Maybe he wanted to shut up shit. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody else say the same thing. I don't see nobody else knowing what he said. But it sounds like he said that to me. Sounds like he's repeating his dad. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I do not. You're trolling now, aren't you? I do not work for them. I wish I did. I don't give a shit what y'all talking about. Okay, if they paying a lot of money, I work for them because I'm making a Tesla. I mean, okay. Yeah, they do. I mean, he does. Why you say because I'm taking up for them or something? No. I'm so crazy. What? He told him to shut the F up. I don't know if he said all that. They say he told Trump you need to shush your mouth. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, you guys. I don't know if he said that. I don't hear that. Let me hear this again, because I don't hear this, you guys. I don't. Somebody may have changed the other one. That little boy didn't say that. Listen.
To restore democracy.
That little boy said to restore democracy. That's what he said.
Democracy.
He said, listen.
To restore democracy.
This little boy said when his dad said restore, this little boy said to restore democracy. He said just like that. That's what that little boy said. You don't know. He probably was practicing this at home, and the little boy remembered this. Okay? And that's why he said to restore democracy. Okay, listen.
To restore democracy.
The little boy said restore democracy.
To restore democracy.
He did not say that, Jermaine. He did not say that. Listen.
To restore democracy.
Listen, he said something before he said restore. He said something else first. Then he said to restore. He said restore. And he said democracy. Listen real good. Y'all can't hear. Listen.
To restore democracy. That's what he's saying. To restore democracy.
He said the same thing his dad said. I'm sorry. Listen.
To restore democracy.
Listen, it sounds like he said, listen. He said project. Then he said restore democracy. Listen real good. Oh, shit. Why are we on this page? Shit.
To restore
this. He said, y'all asses can't damn hear.
To restore
he said project first. Hold on.
To restore democracy.
He's repeating that. I'm sorry. Y'all crazy as hell. He said something about a project. Then he said restore democracy. Clearly his dad is saying, must have went over this speech over and over again in front of this little boy. And this little boy remembered. So he's repeating that speech to him. And y'all crazy as hell. He is not saying that. He said, let me do that. I'm going to say, he said, I'm going to tell the truth for y'all lying. He said, restore democracy. He was repeating his dad. Y'all crazy as hell. And I put that in the comment section too. Y'all need to stop with this bull crap. Now, y'all be lying sometimes now. Gosh, that little boy sound like he's saying that. I wish I knew them so I could ask this little boy. Listen again.
To restore democracy.
That little boy said, project, restore. He said, listen.
To restore democracy.
He said, project, restore democracy. He's repeating his dad. I'm sorry. He's repeating his dad. He must have clearly heard his dad going over this speech 1,000 times at home. And that little boy is just repeating it. Jermaine, shut your mouth. Let me put his trolling shit up here. He said, that's my opinion. Just like Trump press secretary said, they have their facts and we have ours. Okay. Welcome to America. He said, he said what I said he said, and that's just the way it is. Okay. What did you say he said? You said he said, you're not the president. You need to go away. He said nothing like that. Okay. You said he's a liar like his dad. No, he said the same thing his dad said. I didn't tell you guys. He said, I'm going to play this because y'all crazy as hell. All right. We tell the truth up here. Okay. Listen, we're going to go back to that again. Y'all asses is lying. You guys are lying. Y'all know this little boy didn't say that. Y'all lying. Listen.
Democracy. This may seem simple. To restore democracy. This may seem simple. To restore democracy.
Let me talk to President Trump.
To restore
get this up. Look, Trump expressions are true. He said to restore. He said project or whatever he was saying before that. Then he said to restore in the way he said democracy. He said it like that. He didn't say it the way his dad said because only kids. That's what he said. Case closed. That's exactly what he said. Okay. And Shay did not say you. I'm just telling you guys the truth. That's what that little boy said. Why would he be telling Trump anything? He probably liked Trump, even though he real boogers on his desk and stuff. But that's little kids. They'd be ugh. You know, that's why they should have some sanitizer there. Some, you know, those wipes and stuff. You know, to wipe his hands, to wipe his desk off. Shit, please. All right. Anyway, Trump's a judge extends pause on Trump's dismantling of U.S. aid through February 21st. Okay, so he extends that for another week after an extensive hearing Thursday. All right. So let's see. And he previously placed these people on paid leave, and he was blocking the administration from taking further action that could potentially hurt U.S. aid workers, especially those who are stationed in foreign countries that have high security risks. So it is on, let me get this right. It is on, it's on hold, okay, for another week, okay, after an extensive hearing today. They said other cases attempting to challenge the shuttering of U.S. aid are still ongoing in court. They had a 3-hour hearing. 2 courtrooms were filled with foreign aid workers. A lot of them said they was with U.S. aid or worked with the agencies as contractors. Okay, so that's what you do. You get in there, you fight. Okay, you fight, and they're gonna continue to fight because that's not right. All right, and you can read more about that if you type that into Google. And we're going to tell you about this later. This is about Tupac. I'm not telling you that today. I'm going to put it on my headline. Yeah, it's about Tupac, okay? We're going to tell you about that later. Let me show y'all this plane crash real quick. And, oh, my gosh. What's one question? What is that question? You said I'm protecting my boss. Shay, so this is what you said. A little boy is a nasty ass. He white boogers on the resolution. Yes, Jermaine. What's the question? Your troll ass. I don't know. Are you? What does DEI stand for? I forgot what it stands for. Directives, equity, and inclusion. Something like that. Trick question, everybody. What does DEI stand for and what does it mean? I told you guys before. Y'all tell me that in this chat right here. Okay, let me show y'all this plane crashing in New England neighborhood. It nearly missed some homes, you guys. Okay, it nearly missed homes. And y'all think we don't got no problem going on here. Damn, man. Y'all just saw that, right? Did anybody pass on? Let's look at this again. See what else happens on here. Oh, diversity, equity, and then inclusion. What does that mean, Jermaine? Okay, so that's a plane crash in New England neighborhood. Let's see if anybody got hurt. Okay, nobody was unalive, and the pilot, who was the sole person on the plane, walked away uninjured. Okay, cool. So that's coming from a residence doorbell cam. It nearly missed snow-covered New Hampshire, I guess, homes, hitting trees when it was about to, land. So he did not have any injuries. That's good. Gosh. Okay, that is good. That's good. That's good news right there. Somebody said I'm good on flying for years. I know that's right. I don't care what you fly. Small plane, big plane, a helicopter. It's a no for me. Damn, the hot air balloon, all that. It's a no for me, y'all. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. Tell us what that means, dude. What does it mean? Let me see what it means, because he can't tell us. See, dumb ass troll. Let's see. Okay, let me tell y'all what it means real quick, because I'm not going to quote it. I'm going to say what it means from what they say on here, because I may get it wrong. Okay, so just in case y'all don't know, let me tell y'all what it means. So in the United States, diversity, equity, and inclusion are organizational frameworks that seek to promote the fair treatment and full participation of all people, particularly groups who have historically been underrepresented or subject to discrimination based on identity, disability, or identity or disability, okay? And they claim they're getting rid of it to prevent political agendas and other reasons, okay? And it just does not affect, like I said before, it just does not affect Black people or Latino people or something like that. It also affects people who are disabled, disabled vets, disabled people, period. You're not, listen, when you go to a workplace and you fill out a resume, you do your resume, and if they don't have these DEI in place, that means that they can think you are less competent to do the job because you are disabled. And so they hire somebody else. Or they may think you are less competent because of your race. So I think, this is a bad thing to do. And again, on February 28th, like I said before, they want people to do a blackout, meaning do not shop at these stores. Okay, I'm not going to say the stores' names here. I mean, but you can just guess which stores they are. Some of your favorite stores. Just do not shop at all, though, on February 28th. Show them we are not standing for that, okay? Even if it doesn't really stop them, but it will make them take notice if people stop shopping at these stores, especially minorities and disabled people, namely Black people and Latino people. You stop shopping at these stores and disabled people, because when they miss out on your money, they're going to see, what stopping this creates. They're going to lose money. And since money is what everybody wants, you know what I'm saying? They're going to think about their actions. At least we hope they do. They should have actually did it for 2 days. So the February 28th, from 11:59 p.m., I believe, all the way until 12 a.m. the next day. Do not shop at these stores. Okay? Don't buy gas. Don't buy anything. Don't go to Amazon. None of these places. Don't shop online. Don't use money services. Don't do none of that stuff. Just stay at home. Go to work. Take your lunch. Come back home. Do not go to these stores. None of these places. Because DEI is very important. You know, even if you're white, you never know when you may have somebody in your family that's disabled, handicapped, or whatever the case is. Or of another race. You just don't know. Everybody need to have a fair chance in the workplace, okay? I don't think many companies just hire people that are not skilled just because they're black. I mean, you may have some out there that may do that, but I'm just saying, overall, you're trying to hire people who have skills. And yes, you want to make it fair for everybody, but we all know that it's not fair for black people in general, or disabled people, or Latino people. It's just not. Let's keep it real. Over here, like I said, we're going to speak real stuff over here. It's not about, we can play at times, but you know, it's a time for playing. It's a time to be serious. And this is the time for that. Instead of wasting time talking about people that's been unalive for 20,000 years, waste time beefing with each other, talk about nonsense, we need to talk about real issues on social media as well. Okay, stuff that affects our everyday life. Because whether you believe it or not, it is going to affect you in one way or the other. Just like these damn tariffs that they're placing, that he's placing. It brings up prices, okay? It brings up prices, period. And that's why the gas has went up. That's why other things, get eggs and stuff, are out of stock. People trying to buy them because, you know they're going to raise the prices to ridiculous. They're already ridiculous as it is. You can't even get groceries, good amount of groceries for $150. I went to the store yesterday, spent $150 on two meals, basically. That's ridiculous. And a couple of other little odds and ends I needed. Gas is ridiculous. Our gas went up like in one night. Okay, it was $4. At first it was $3 something, then it was $4.04. Now it was yet the other day. I think that was yesterday. It was $4.35. Hell, by tomorrow it probably will be $4.50 or $4.55. Registration on your car. My registration on my car is $500. That's ridiculous. So I'm accepting Cash App donations, y'all. Okay, $500, guys. StreamYard went up to $45 from $25 to $45. Okay, so these are the things we need to be talking about instead of bullshit on YouTube all daggone day. Y'all sit up here and beef all damn day about the same foolishness. And the sad thing, y'all sit there and promote this foolishness. And that's crazy. That's why people do it, because y'all promote this foolishness. You know, all this doing inappropriate shit online, especially as black people, is plainly ridiculous. And the reason why I stress black people is because when black people do stuff, you're going to be looked at differently. You're going to be looked at differently. And I know we have all did crazy shit online, because I did with the beefing, with we are the receipts, okay? But that won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn from our mistakes and grow up, okay? And grow up for real. See, people can't argue by themselves. It always takes two. And when people don't want to see arguments, it takes that support, that no support, that encourage people to stop doing certain things. It's a time when we can play on social media, like on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all the other services. But it's also a time when we need to be serious and stop talking about foolish shit. See, one big, huge problem black people have in general is that some black people like to promote and support foolishness. And it just does not even make any sense. And that's another reason why we are always, no matter where you go, at the bottom of the totem pole. And I don't care what country you go to, they always have negative thoughts about black people. So we definitely have to look at our actions, and especially on social media. It's not all about foolishness on here. Talk about some real issues. People can't even buy food. People can't even pay their rent. People can't even pay for their phones, for doctor bills, co-payments, buy medication. I have an article right here where they made some cuts, and people who need HIV can't even get it. And don't say they should have been doing certain things to get it, because everybody who have HIV didn't do certain things to get it. Some of it was spread from their parents or they had some type of hospital procedure going on and they caught it or whatever. And anybody that have unprotected SCS runs the chance of getting any STD, which they call it something else now, but I'm gonna still say XTD. Okay, so if you had unprotected that, you had a chance of being one of those patients as well. It just does not affect homosexual people or bisexual people. It can affect anybody because you never know when the person you are with had an entanglement with someone that had entanglements of the same X, or with many different people, or was using needles, or somebody else was using needles, or anything else. So all of these issues does affect us. And we need to talk about other things versus beefing all the damn time about the same shit for 2 and 3, 4 years, which is ridiculous. Talking about people who have passed on for damn years. It's okay to talk about them, but do you have to talk about them every single day? And don't say I'm talking about Sean Combs, because Sean Combs is not unalive. And his stuff is happening. Different things are happening every day with him. I do the news over here, so therefore I'm talking about news-related topics. You say MLK said no man can rise above the condition of his people. And that's true. Whether we like it or not, us Black folks are responsible for each other. And that is true. Basically, what Kendrick's message was at the Super Bowl, and a lot of Black people lost that. They were too concerned about this dude talking about damn Drake. Forget Drake. That was a small message that he was trying to tell people. And we don't know Drake. If you don't know him personally, you don't know what Drake may do, just like you don't know what Kendrick may do. Okay, this is a beef between them two anyway. Why are you people in it in the first place? I know he's talking about it, making this. They both made this. So what? Look at the bigger message. The bigger message is the messages that were contained in that daggone performance. All those messages of symbolism. One thing you guys talking about that you did not notice, you didn't notice that he didn't put no fire on the stage. He didn't put no occultism or whatever you call that shit on the stage. Nothing like that. He didn't do anything like that. He told the truth. And some of you people cannot handle the truth. All y'all want to see is women showing their chest, their breasts, and their ass to shake it. And you want to hear them talk about shooting up somebody, spending some money, and effing women, and going off on men. And that's another problem we as Black people in the Black community have. Stop looking at bullshit all the time and start looking at real stuff sometimes. His performance was Black liberation. That's what he was trying to convey, whether you guys see it or not. You're too busy looking at what he talked about with Drake. We know what Drake, what they say the text messages showed. But if Drake said he didn't do something, then he didn't do it. If Kendrick said he did, that's between them two. Let them two handle that. Because we don't know Kendrick and we don't know Drake. We don't know what Kendrick see. We don't know what Drake be doing. I like Drake too. So we just need to stay out of that. He can listen. The Grammys okay his performance with the Drake stuff in it. So why are you guys worried about it? And we know why some people did not concentrate on the other thing. They actually did. They just try to pretend like they did. So they go in there and talk about Drake part so you people can be blinded like always. And that's why Black people remain in the same position all the time, even when they are rich. It does not even make any sense. So again, while y'all sitting up on YouTube supporting foolishness all day, learn how to support some real shit, some real knowledge up on here. Even if you don't support Shades Tube, it's so many daggone content creators that talk about so much stuff that is very important, like how to buy a damn house for real, how not to get ripped off, okay? How not to be desperate and go get a house with a very high damn interest rate. And down payment, you can barely afford the damn house, your payments. How to go out here and get a rental and it's affordable, not to be taken advantage of because they want your damn credit score to be 700 like you're buying a house and they want a ridiculous down payment. And stop voting on stupid shit as well. You know what I'm saying? Stop voting stupid stuff. Okay? Before you vote, look at the issues, read about it before you start voting. Because like here in Cali, these people didn't even vote right for certain things. And that's why rental prices are so high out here and homes and things like that. Again, we got to stop looking at foolishness. Okay, look at the gas prices, ridiculously high. Look at the food. I just said that. There's no way we should be going to grocery stores spending $200 on 4 meals or more. Your utility bills are sky high. The gas company, electric company, the damn cell phones, boy, those people right there need their butts kicked. The cell phone and cable people, yeah, they really do. We kind of figure out how we can do the cable, but them damn cell phones are another damn story. These are the things you guys need to be talking about, and these are some of the things that you guys need to be supporting and giving money to these content creators versus giving money to people who ain't doing shit online but starting mess. It doesn't even make any sense. And it's all right to do entertainment. If you want to see some girls shake their ass, if they want to lower their standards to do all that online to get money, that's them. It's okay if you want to see that type of shit. But you should not be looking at this shit all day long and all night long and not being constructive, not knowing about what's happening in the world, how things are affecting you as a person, your family, your people. We are the only race of people that do not stick together as we should. And that's on everything. And I'm just talking about Black American people, not African. That's nothing we got to stop with. I'm not African. I'm a Black Indian. Do anybody give a damn? Let's keep it real. Does anyone care? Nobody cares. Because if you are walking down the street and you get a racist cop and he see you and just want to stop you because he's racist, he does not care if you are a damn mixed with Indian or whatever, or you're half white or whatever. If you look Black and he's racist, he is still going to stop you. So stop being so crazy about, I'm not African. I have Indian in me. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. What can that do for you today? Can it stop a police or people from being racist against you? Does it stop discrimination for you? Does it make you live longer? Cut that shit out. Almost every Black person has some form of Indian in them, or other race of people in them. Who cares? Nobody gives a shit about that. Everybody mostly every Black person has somebody in the family that says that. Yeah, my mom, you can look at her and tell that, but who cares? This is the stuff I was telling her when I was younger. Nobody, not disrespectfully, but I was letting her know, nobody cares because you're light skinned, your hair is good. I don't give a shit. Okay? And neither does these people when they are being discriminating toward you and racist. They don't give a shit. If you don't believe me, go around some racist ass white people, okay, and see. I live out here with white people. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. That's all I be around all day long. I hear what they say. Because when some of them think that you, even though you're Black, but you're not like certain Black people, as they say, they start saying stuff to you. So a lot of racist people don't give a shit if you have Indian in you, if you are half white, half Brazilian, or whatever the hell you call yourself. And we as Black people need to stop with that foolishness. That is why so many white people are racist against us and prejudiced, because y'all can't even appreciate each other. Y'all are racist against each other because of the skin tone, or because they're mixed with this, or they're African. That's crazy as hell. Let me let you know a little secret. Some Africans, because I have African friends, they don't even call themselves Black. They certainly don't call themselves ninjas. The only ones who do that is the ones who try to be like Western people. Okay? Just so y'all can know that. They call themselves just straight up African. If they are Nigerians, Ghanaians, or whatever, that's what they call themselves. They don't say Black people like we do here. So they don't care if you say you're not African. They don't give a shit. I got a bunch of African friends. And when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch. They're totally different. We got some similarities, but they are still different. So they don't give a damn. So I don't know why y'all running around social media. I'm not African. And all Africans are not unattractive. You got attractive Africans just like you have unattractive ones, just like you do with any other person. Stop saying that shit. And stop thinking all African people be out in the jungle and live in the jungle and live in teepees and shit. They have regular houses just like you do. Some of them have never been to the jungle. Animals just don't roam around every state in Africa, every country or whatever. They don't. Y'all need to actually get some African friends that live there and then learn about it. Learn about the damn continent, different countries there. And then you would stop saying all this foolish, stupid ass shit that you see on YouTube and content creators say who never had an African friend, or they have some who have never stepped foot in the damn country. Cut that shit out. And the reason why I have to tell you guys this, because this is a lot of foolishness that I see each and every day. You guys don't want to hear about real information on YouTube. Y'all want to see foolishness. I can do a whole test. I can guarantee you I can start up an argument with someone and we can just do it for a test. And I guarantee you a bunch of people run up here and watch that foolishness. Because that's what y'all do. And then you wonder why we stay to the bottom of the totem pole. And you're going to continue to stay there, period. Until Black people start being unified, start using their intelligence, start reading more, start finding out stuff, and start sticking up for yourself for real, and stop letting people overcome you all the damn time. And people in general need to stop doing that bull crap for real, for real. You guys probably can tell that my dad was some type of activist, because he was, all right? Civil rights to be exact, all right? We need to stand up for real, cut all this foolishness out, stop unaliving each other, and I know that's not going to never stop happening. Because y'all just do not listen. And stop doing stupid shit and start thinking about real stuff and taking a stand and doing what we need to do to unify our people and to use our intelligence to get ahead. And that's on everything. Now let me go ahead and tell you guys about this final story, which is the HIV drug stop, which caused a lot of people, which created a problem for them getting their medications they need to, stop the symptoms or to decrease the symptoms of HIV. Okay, I guess I said that right. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. That all stem from DEI, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, here we go. Let me go up here and put this label up here. Let's see here, banners. See, Shay can talk about real stuff, and I can talk about foolishness too, okay? But Shay ain't gonna talk about foolishness all the time. Because Shay see what's happening around here in this world. This is a say right here. And people think this won't affect them, but it does. It affects everybody, because next they'll be stopping some other stuff that you may need to take. You know what I'm saying? It just don't stop at HIV drugs, okay? Anyway, they said, actually, this is in a different country. Well, not really. Nah. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. This is actually in a different country. I think so. Let me make sure. Nope. No. This is here. Okay, my answer. So when I'm talking about geographic stuff, you guys, I'd be like on a whole nother level. Okay, let me look up something before I say something real quick, because my ass is dumb when it comes to geographic stuff. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Let me check something. I have to check this first, okay, before I get ready to say what I'm ready to say. Okay, let me check to see if this is a part of the USA. And keep it real on you on social media too, okay? Let's see. I bet I spelled it wrong. I gotta look this up first, because my ass can get up here and say some weird stuff. Let's see, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, look, y'all, I had to go. I'm going to tell y'all what I did. Look, I went online. I was about to say, at first I thought it was America. Then I was like, oh, no, this is a different country. And then I said, no. Remember, Maine is United States. It doesn't. Let me go check and see. Y'all, this is so damn dumb. Look. This is a laughable moment right now. I told you I went there to look it up. Okay, so now you guys know, in case y'all made this dumb ass mistake. At least I take the time out to look it up versus just giving y'all information and be wrong and sounding damn dumb as hell. Anyway, that town is in York County, Maine, United States, okay? So y'all can know. And I cannot even pronounce the name of the town, but now you know. I was about to say a different country. This is a laughable moment. Let's put this up. And that was fucking funny. Wait. That is a laughable moment, you guys. Hold on. This crazy ass woman don't know nothing about geographical stuff, man. That's one. I do not know about this. I don't never get lost, but damn, my son be going off every evening when I do Uber Eats, and he be like, look at the daggone map. I know he really want to cuss, but he know not to. He be like, Dag, look at the map. Look at the map. Can you read the map? That's what he said. Can you read the map? damn, the map is showing you that the house is right here. So finally, because I got tired of him saying it over and over again, I finally started looking at the map, and it does show you what house to stop at. But from time to time, I still have to ask. And he'd be so mad, John. He'd be so mad. It'd be so funny. Jermaine be hearing him. Jermaine be like, man, this lady is dumb as hell when it comes to maps. Oh my God, what you say? Not bad for a woman who works for Musk about the little stuff I was just saying. Okay. He said, let the church say amen. Good rant. That's going on a short. Not bad for a woman who works for Musk. You're a silly, Jermaine, trolling ass. The biggest troll on you on here on YouTube. All right. Okay, so anyway, let's get to those drugs again. After that laugh that I just gave you guys up here tripping out. Okay, here we go. So now that we know, a generation after the peak of the AIDS epidemic, a new crisis looms. The success of PEPFAR, the U.S.-led global AIDS relief program, has made HIV a manageable condition for millions. However, like always, the Trump administration's foreign aid cuts have temporary waiver for PEPFAR have disrupted the system, threatening access to life-saving medications. So not just for HIV medications, but for life-saving medications. Okay? Anyway, it creates a ticking clock for those dependent on these treatments, raising fears of a resurgence of AIDS-related unalivings. Now, for those of you that are too young to remember the devastating impact of AIDS, the effectiveness of PEPFAR has made the harrowing images of AIDS wars a distant memory. Now, health experts and patients alike worry that these scenes could become a reality again if the current course isn't reversed. The UN AIDS agency paints a stark picture, predicting a potential 6.3 million AIDS-related unalivings in the next 5 years if the global response falters. And its response falters, okay? This warning comes at a time of growing complacency. I guess I said that right. COMPLACENCY surrounding HIV, marked by declining prophylactic use. I think I said that right, which are CONDOMs, passes among some young people and the emergence of new medication. Let me stop right there. Now, only how can I say this? Young people are not the only ones that are not using CONDOMs. You got some grown ass, old ass men, especially up here on YouTube, that do not use prophylactics. And I don't give a damn. You cannot tell that a person does not have a STD because they look clean, or because they tell you they're clean, or because you see a damn test. Do you not realize that some diseases lay dormant in your body? Some diseases, you have to have some type of symptom, like, herpes. A lot of times you can do blood tests too, but a lot of times they want you to have the symptoms like a lesion or something, so they can take that and see if you have herpes. So all this shit about showing somebody your STD record and all this other bull crap so you can have unprotected entanglements, that's some BS, okay? It really is. What you need to do is make sure these people wear a prophylactic, all right? And then go get those STD tests too, together, not by yourself. Because let me tell y'all something. Anybody can go online and print out this shit and make it look legit, okay? I had somebody do that to me, okay? They actually, they didn't go online. They actually used a real one and whited out the person's actual name and put their name there. They thought I would not see it, and basically trying to pretend, even though they didn't know I'm abstinent. I wasn't gonna do anything anyway. Okay, but I mean that had me crying, laughing. Okay, so people do all types of tricks, and just because somebody tell you they did this test, you guys need to go together and get it done together. Okay, so you can know for real. Okay, and at the same time, you still need to wear protection. All right. Prophylactics does not stop you from getting herpes, but it can decrease the risk a little bit. herpes can be passed many different ways, with extra gratification with the oral mouth. Let me stop with the mouth. I said that wrong, but yeah, that way you can catch it. Skin contact if there are lesions present that you don't see, or if they are having shredding and things like that. It's just going to be spread so many different ways. So you got to really be careful, get the STD check together, and make sure they use, prophylactics, if I'm saying that correctly. And make sure that chick is on birth control if you don't want no unwanted babies. You know what I'm saying? Along with the prophylactics, okay? You want to, get double safety. What do you call it? Double. You want double stuff to make sure accidents don't happen. All right? So anyway, they said the agency has begun publicly tracking new HIV infections since the AIDS freeze. Now, let me just show you how racist people are. Okay, and this is why I tell you, Black people, that you need to start being a little bit more smarter, stick together, and just be notice things. Okay, now we know these are not the only people who catch AIDS, but I'm going to show you what they got up here. So why come they couldn't use a picture of all people, all race having AIDS? Because all race of people can catch AIDS, and you have different type of people who have AIDS. You got white people, Black people, Hispanic people, Indian people. You got all types of people who have AIDS. Why is it only Africans in this picture? We know they got higher cases there, but still, and we know they're talking about foreign aid as well. Okay, but they're also talking about just aid in general. Make sure you have enough, money to get these medications. Anyway, if you do not take the HIV medication for all you natural people, sometimes natural stuff do work, but sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it works for a minute and then the symptoms and everything comes back. Okay, but anyway, if you stop taking the HIV medication, you can get an immune system collapse. Okay, they say HIV is spread by bodily fluids such as blood, breast milk, and semen. It gradually weakens the body's immune system and makes it more vulnerable to diseases, including ones that are hardly seen in otherwise healthy people. Okay, now these cases rose in the 80s, of course, because they didn't have all this stuff, and they had they just started seeing it. I think it was around before the 80s, but they just started really seeing it then. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're going to bypass all this other stuff they're talking about. Let's see. So now they said millions of people take these drugs known as antivirals to help keep HIV from spreading in the body. Stopping those drugs lets the virus start to multiply in the body again, and it could become drug resistant. Now, HIV can rebound, did y'all know that, to detectable levels in people's blood in just a few weeks, putting extra partners at risk. Babies born to mothers with HIV can escape infection only if the woman was properly treated during pregnancy or the infant is treated immediately after birth. If the drugs are not taken, a body is heading toward AIDS, the final stage of the infection. So HIV is the beginning stage, I guess, and the final stage is AIDS, when you get full-blown AIDS. So this is a Chicago police officers wearing rubber gloves. They arrest a demonstrator outside the downtown hotel where the American Medical Association was holding its yearly meeting in Chicago. But this was way back in 1991 when this epidemic was really in its peak for real. And people were so scared back then in the 80s, the mid 80s, and certainly in 91, they was petrified. Damn, they didn't want to touch people or anything. And then I forgot when Magic Johnson came out and said that he was HIV positive or something. They said without HIV treatment, people with the full-blown AIDS typically survive 3 years, okay? And that's according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. They said for a long time, there may be no noticeable symptoms. That's why I said y'all can keep on going out here, not using the CONDOMS word, and keep on talking about this person looks clean and they pretty or they sexy. We know they don't have any diseases, or keep on believing people fake STD check papers and shit. You need to go get those together, okay? For real, for real. Anyway, they said, but a person can easily spread HIV to others, and the immune system becomes vulnerable to what are called opportunistic diseases, okay? Because it lowers your immune system, making you more susceptible to catching other diseases. Like a simple cold can mess you up if you already have, AIDS. Or HIV, it can, especially AIDS, it can really truly mess you up because your immune system is already lower, because you have, you're not being treated, Yeah, you better get that MAR chart together. Take the test together, all right? Because anybody can rig this up with all these damn programs they got and put on there that they, they can rig this shit up. You can use somebody's actual MAR chart and take their name off, put your name there. It don't even look like you did it. You know what I'm saying? The advancements in computers and stuff, you can do so much on the computer now, you guys. You really can. A lot of illegal shit. You can do so much, man, on the computer. It's ridiculous. And people buy it, okay? They fall for it. So, yeah, go get those STD checks together, all right? Don't let him or her go get them and show you. Go get them together. Y'all dating. Y'all trying to date. Shit, you should be thinking highly of your body that you would do it together. And certainly make him wear prophylactic, okay? Certainly make him do that. They got ones that feel really, 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 you can feel everything. So invest in, some really good ones, and you can still, feel everything. I mean, I'm allergic to latex. I don't know what I'll do. I'm so glad I'm abstinent right now because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. But, it is what it is. We'll figure out something whenever I find that right person. Can you steal things like how? Yeah. And we're not going to discuss that online, though. But you can. You can do so many things, on the computer, okay? Period. You're a troll. You know that. A troll. You can steal anything. Not just houses and cars. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Identity thefts, that's very high. Petty crimes, even non-petty crimes. You'd be shocked what some of these people be doing. Okay? You would be shocked what they be doing on these computers. Okay? For real. Not only do they change my chart, medical records, birth certificates, driver's license, social security cards, credit reports, rental histories, paychecks, bank accounts. You can do all that. All these things. Okay, that's why I say it's very important to have your potential partner, if y'all going to engage in some entanglements, to get these tests together. So you can make sure that he's safe and he can make sure you're safe. Okay, and then have him use a prophylactic and you make sure you're taking birth control because you don't want no unwanted pregnancies. Okay? We got to be smart when we're doing stuff, especially these days. This is why so many people be in poverty. You get pregnant by these men, and these men end up going to child support court because they're getting these women pregnant that they don't really want to be pregnant. It's just a plain mess. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that we make proper choices and make the choices that will give us a good life or the best life that we can have. If you bombarded with a lot of kids, you're going to be struggling if you're not making enough money. Okay, point blank. You're going to be struggling. And not only that, even if you do have enough money, you're going to have mental struggles and probably physical ones because you need a helping hand. It's hard taking care of a bunch of kids by yourself. So you need a helping hand. You need somebody there to help raise your kids, whether they are boys or girls. It's always good when you have two people in the family to help you raise kids. Okay, one person may get sick, and plus it's also good to have two incomes because you're stronger when you have two incomes in case one person gets sick or emergency situation happens or you just need more money. So that's why I say when you meet these men and women, you need to make sure you're using a prophylactic, make sure the person's on birth controls. But even if she lies, if you use a prophylactic, the chances of getting her pregnant is very low. You don't want unwanted babies, okay, with some of these women. You know what I'm saying? And then be talking about it on YouTube, talking about this bitch, get on your nerves. She took your child support. You should have thought about that before you got in bed with her without using protection. You're a grown-ass man and women. Learn how to own up to what the shit you do and stop blaming everybody else. And you lay in bed with a woman and you don't use prophylactic, what do you think may happen? You can't believe all women when they tell you they're on birth control because some of them lie. Okay, point blank. You make your choices. Just like when you get out here and you have X without using a prophylactic and catch a disease. That's your fault. That's your fault. Okay, just like when women and men pick these no good ass people out and they keep on dealing with them. That's your fault. Because you can terminate relationships so easy. Okay, I mean, I know it's gonna be really difficult at first, but eventually once you get used to not being around them, you're gonna get used to that shit and the world is going to look better for you. And that's on everything. We make our own life what it is. Okay, we do, because of our choices and our choices and what we do. Okay, we and learn how to stay out of people's business too. That's on everything. Stay out of people's business. Even if they put their business on YouTube, it doesn't mean that they need you to get in it. They may just need somebody to talk to. Okay, and they're just talking to everybody random because y'all really don't know each other, so they don't have to see you anymore. Just basically stay out of it unless they ask you for your input. I don't know why people figure because you're doing something on YouTube and you're talking about personal stuff, you want them in your business where you need to say something. You can still be listening because they're basically just asking for help by being able to talk to people that they don't know. Because sometimes when you talk to people that you know, they place judgment. And people online can too, but you don't know these people. When you're not online, you don't see these people or anything else. So, but that doesn't mean that you always got to give your input unless they ask for it. Okay, but that's why I don't ever say anything to people when I do watch their stuff unless they ask me. You know what I'm saying? I usually keep my comments to myself. You said, you don't have to listen. Some people do block people, but I don't block people unless it becomes, necessary, because I think grown people, you don't have to block nobody. Just don't fucking talk to the people. And eventually, if you don't talk to them, they're going to stop calling unless something wrong with them. If something wrong with them, they may keep on calling you. Then you may have to block them. But if they are normal thinking people, if you don't talk to people or whatever the case is for a couple of weeks or days or weeks, normally they stop talking to you. They stop calling. You don't have to block any damn one. Okay, just simply tell them it's not working out, and we're just gonna, stay away from each other on that level. If you want to still be friends, you can still be friends, but we're not going to be in a relationship. That's what grown people do. Okay. You said you be judging. Well, look, a lot of people say the Bible says don't judge, but you can't. It says don't. What is? We'll go to that in a minute. I'll tell you in a minute. Let me just first do this. So anyway, they said that optimistic. Did I say that right? Optimistic. I think I did. I might not have. The first time I thought I said it a different way. Anyway, they said those type of, diseases that can come in when your immune system is really low. Okay. Those diseases can come more when you have a weakened immune system, like fungal infections, like ringworms. What do you call that other shit? Ringworms. Then you get the funky stuff in your nails. You can get it on your tongue. I forgot what you call it. You can get it in your vaginal area, which are yeast infections. You can get it in your other, like men areas. You can get it there. Just fungal infections. You can get them throughout your body. Also pneumonia. I can never say this right either. Salmonella and tuberculosis. You can get those things. I don't know about the flu. You probably can get that more too. And simple colds may be even more serious if you have, HIV that's not treated. And certainly if you have AIDS and it's not treated. Now, the reason why they showed the African people is because in South Africa, it has the world's highest number of HIV cases and one of the largest numbers of TB cases. Okay? So they said unchecked by HIV treatment, the damage continues. The immune system is increasingly unable to fight off the disease. Every action from eating to travel must consider the potential exposure to germs. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to work today, guys. It is raining so hard. I'm going to go out there. I don't know how successful I'll be. So I'm accepting Cash App donations. Super Chat is super. The day has been emphasized to people with HIV. Okay, so they said now that ability to follow that essential rule has been shaken. And the reason why it's so important not to halt this disease in Africa and countries of Africa is because It's like they already have high cases there, right? And people are not being treated because they can't afford the medications and etc. So that's why they place emphasis and they show the picture of that, even though I still say they need to show pictures of other people with HIV as well. Okay, because if you don't have money to buy your medication, it does not matter what country you are in. If you don't have enough to buy that medication, the same outcome will be there. Okay, for example, if I don't have enough money to buy these damn expensive as hypertension medications, one of them costs $800 and some dollars. Okay, if I don't have enough money to buy that, to do the co-payment, and say a person in Africa don't either, the same outcome is there. We both are going to end up passing on. All right. And people here don't help you with medications either. Okay, let's keep it real. Okay, so again, I see why they put that up there, but at the same time, I think they should have put pictures of white people, you know, Hispanic people, Indian people too, because HIV don't give a shit, or AIDS don't give a shit what color you are, what race you are, how old you are, anything else. It does not care. Okay, and that's on everything. It does not care. So I think when they do stuff like this, they need to talk about all race of people. So anyway, they said already hundreds of thousands of U.S. funded health partners in countries such as Kenya, Ethiopia have been laid off, causing widespread gaps in HIV testing, messaging, care, and support on the continent most helped by PEPFAR. At some African clinics, people with HIV have been turned away. So again, you know, Trump's administration need to be thinking carefully when they freeze foreign aid and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make any sense. Because you got to think about everybody. You just can't think about one group of people or one race of people or one sex of people or anything. You got to think about everybody, okay? And you have to do things that benefit everybody. You know, cutting off aid to people because you want to save money when you could be cutting aid off. You could be decreasing money used in other areas that does not result in people losing their lives or getting sicker or, you know, going through other type of situations. You know, like, for example, all those damn armored cars, they can cut down how many they buy. Okay, it's a lot of things you can do. You can get a cheaper manufacturer too to make you armored cars. There's so many things you can do. They also said the head of the UN AIDS agency, Winnie Bryama told the Associated Press that more resistant strains of the disease could emerge. And so when that happened, who's to say that, you know, when some of these people get these resistant strains or more cases are not being treated, some of these people don't come. Well, you can't even, I don't think you can get a okay with a passport to come here if you are infected with HIV. I'm not sure, but I thought it said that. I'm not sure though. But still, if that is the case, still, somebody can always still get here. You know what I'm saying? So I still think, you know, they shouldn't do that. I still think they need to think about things before they start cutting stuff and putting freezes on things. You know, even if they couldn't get here, you still got to think about other people. And I think that you can look at other areas of the government that you can reduce spending on. You know what I'm saying? And then, and like I said, it's still going to affect American people anyway, because if they're cutting that down, then what about the people here who can't afford their medications? It just won't affect, you know, the continent of Africa. It could also affect this continent of people. Somebody said, do you realize that some people have HIV through no fault of their own? We lost a daughter because she didn't know her husband was sharing needles. These people need the meds, right? This is in America. They need meds, all right? Right, they don't care if Black people die in Africa or America. And at this rate, they don't care if anybody passes on, white, Latino, whatever. They don't give a shit. Because a lot of times, I hate to say it, I'm not saying that everybody who catches HIV is poor or middle income, but a lot of times people who are poor are more affected. They are more, they have these diseases more. Look at that. What? This person saying, I'm sorry for the loss of your daughter, but she knew she was married to a drug addict and didn't think about this possibility. If you don't cut your stupid ass out, excuse my language, y'all, honest journalism, okay? How do you know that this lady Margie, daughter, knew that her husband was sharing needles? She just said her daughter did not know her husband was sharing needles, you idiot. All right? Women marry men all the time and don't know that they're bisexual or that they were a former addict or anything. That's crazy. That doesn't mean any damn thing. That don't mean that she knew that. These people don't read. She said her daughter did not know her husband was sharing needles. She probably didn't even know her husband was on drugs, and then she might have fell in love with him and then try to help him. And he wasn't honest. Or he could have started doing it while they were married. You just never know. That's stupid. People shouldn't say that. Somebody said, what does that have to do with the U.S. stopping the shipment of drugs that can help her daughter? That's stupid. Somebody said it's unfortunate, but they don't care. They don't care. That's why they do that, until it affects them. Okay? Somebody said, okay, keep the same energy when someone in your family has it or may already have it, and stay quiet about it. Ooh, somebody said bullshit. I hope they catch it and then look at the response they get. Everybody jumping on this journalism, and he should be jumped on, because the thing about it is, all the times you don't know what your significant other is doing, okay, or have done, and people do lie. A lot of people are not going to tell you that they share needles, okay, or they share needles, or they was in a bisexual relationship with anybody. You got a lot of people, some men who be in jail and will be doing that type of stuff and get right out of jail and won't tell their wives or girlfriends the truth. I can honestly say, I think if I was a man and I did something like that in jail, I think I would have to tell my wife. Yeah, I think I would have to tell her, or my girlfriend. I really would. I mean, even if the relationship went bad, because you need to be honest about these type of things. But you got a lot of these men that be in these prisons and stuff, in jails, setting it out, doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. And then when they get out, they don't tell the truth. That's why they be having those tendencies when they get out. You know what I'm saying? And what about people who've been great and contract the HIV? And anyway, honestly, forget all that. I don't give a damn how you contract the HIV. If they can help you with the medications, they should be doing that. They should not be putting a stop to those medications, okay? Period, regardless of how you call it. Because if anybody want to be all correct, biblically speaking, well, guess what? We should not be fornicating. Definitely shouldn't be committing adultery. Those are two different things, contrary to what some people think. They both involve X, but one is while you're married, the other one is not. Okay. We should not be, more importantly, you shouldn't be fornicating in adultery, because if you never had X, it would probably cut the risk of any STD. And then of course, a lot of other stuff plays into that too. The stuff that they allow, all that plays into that as well. So the thing is that, with that being said, I think we need not to wonder how people got HIV or AIDS. We need to just make sure that they can get their medications so this shit won't continue to spread. Okay? Spread to little bitty kids and things like that, when women are pregnant and don't realize they are HIV infected, or possibly even have full-blown AIDS, and these people still be getting pregnant. So we definitely need to keep, the medication there for people, give it to them so they can have it, to decrease the spread of it and to help these people stay alive. Okay, point blank. Somebody said, how in the hell did his wife know that he was sharing needles? That was such a heartless statement. And you know what, Love and Low 56, you are right. Okay, how would you know unless he's telling you? I mean, shit, if some people don't put needles in their arms, they put it in other places. I'm not lying. I heard somebody say they can do a needle in the penis. Okay, and that's crazy. So you can put it in so many different areas where people don't see any marks. So many. Okay, you can do it in your feet. You can do it in so many places. Right. I mean, they will. They will. That's why I said poor people in general, in middle income too, because poor people, middle income people, same thing. Let's keep it real. Hang around some rich people, you'll see them talk about it. That's on everything. They will talk about it. Don't give two shits. I had a whole lady in the store one day when I first moved here. I don't know why she felt like she should be telling me about this. Okay, I'm standing in the line. We out here in a richy area where we were staying at in Santa Clarita, in Stevenson Ranch, which is in Santa Clarita. Basically was saying that they need to stop letting these Mexicans come over here taking all our jobs. They don't even speak English. They come over here with diseases and shit like that. I looked at her like she was crazy. And I was like, damn, why does she feel like she could tell me this? I don't give a damn about this shit she's talking about. Anybody can have diseases, okay? And taking all the jobs, shit, some American people don't want those jobs because they don't pay enough. You should be glad some of these people come over here and do these jobs that you guys don't want. Shit, otherwise, it won't be done, okay? So, but when they feel comfortable, some of these people, these racist ass people, they will say weird shit around you. And I mean, for real, okay? I mean, they will say very weird shit around you. Okay, so for me, when you say poor people, even though middle income people are not poor, they don't give a damn about middle income people either. That's what I'm trying to say. So we need to make sure when we see things like this, we find out all the information we can about it and try to do whatever we can do. Okay, because you cannot. They shouldn't be stopping medications. Okay. They should not be stopping funding to get these medications for people who are poor or middle income and can't afford this medication. Okay, point blank. And you got a lot of people who have this shit and don't even know it too. Always remember that. All right. This lady talking about it right now. People who don't wear condoms. And she said, then skip over his ass. Same applies to a woman. Nobody want to pass on because people are selfish, right? Even when a woman don't want to take the STD, y'all should take it together to check, okay? And she shouldn't want you to use a prophylactic. If she does not want you to use one, you should be raising a side eye to that. Okay, that's weird. Somebody said it takes up to 10 years for someone with HIV to develop symptoms of AIDS if left untreated. No, they said actually it can take up to, what did they say? Up to 3 years. It can lay dormant in your body. I think they said up to 3 years or something like that. I can't remember, but it can happen lesser than 10 years if you're not treated. Okay. I think they got that a little bit misconstrued. Let me just ask Google real quick. And then we're going to look up this other thing, then we're going to get ready to get out of here. Okay. Let me see here. How long does it take for HIV to be turned into AIDS? 10 to 15 years, okay.
Health Organization, the time between HIV transmission and an AIDS diagnosis is usually 10 to 15 years, but sometimes longer.
Okay.
There is a very small number of people who have managed to control the HIV infection without ART and are called elite controllers. This situation is very rare and most people will need ART to avoid becoming ill.
Okay, so 10 to 15 years before it become, let's see, the time between HIV transmission and AIDS diagnosis is usually 10 to 15 years. Okay. But what did he ask? He asked how long does it take to get the symptoms? Let me ask that question. Let me see if I can put this the right way. If left untreated, how long can you have HIV without having symptoms?
According to Alpha Biolabs, during the chronic, asymptomatic phase of the HIV infection, you may not experience any symptoms for several years.
Okay, so he was right.
This time frame will vary from person to person, but can last up to 10 years.
Okay, so he was right. So that's why we always go over here and check. So he was right. I don't know what I was just reading a few minutes ago that said something. Maybe they were talking about something else related to that was HIV, but they was talking about something else. Okay, so yeah, so it can hide for all those years. Okay, without causing symptoms. So that's why they say HIV testing is important. It can lay in the body in a latent state. And it can take up to 3 weeks to become detectable. Maybe they was talking about that when I was reading. Okay, and then they were saying most people experience a short a short flu-like illness 2 to 6 weeks after HIV infection. Maybe I was talking about that when I was reading that. Okay, let's see. So here are some symptoms. I'm just going to tell you guys as we're talking about it. So they said the only way to know if you have HIV is to get tested. But here are some symptoms of HIV. So you can get swollen lymph nodes in the necks, armpits, or groin. You know, that area down there. You can get diarrhea that lasts more than a week. You can get sores of the mouth, anus, or the genitalia section. You can get pneumonia, fever and chills, night sweats, muscle aches, rashes, a sore throat, and general fatigue. So they use blood or saliva to test it. They have the antigen or antibody test, or the nucleic acid test. Now they said those tests are very accurate, but sometimes it may not show HIV if you was recently infected. Okay, so that's why I guess they say wait for a few days or weeks or whatever. And they say early testing can help someone receive effective treatment and prevent transmission to other people. They said some people don't even have any symptoms during the early stage of HIV. That's why it's very important to go get a health checkup once a year and get an STD check if you are actually active. Okay? Gosh. So what are the symptoms of AIDS? Let's see. What are the symptoms of AIDS? Let's see, y'all. Let's see. What are the symptoms of AIDS? We're getting a whole class of it there. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. So with AIDS itself, hold on. What is this? So they got HIV and AIDS added to here. So you can get pain in the abdomen area. You can get pain when you swallow. You can have a dry cough. You can have fatigue, fever, loss of appetite. What do you call that thing? It's MALAISE. Okay. You can get night sweats or sweating. Don't get that confused with menopause, y'all, or pregnancy. Okay, the night sweating and all that. You can get gastrointestinal stuff going on, like nausea, persistent diarrhea, vomiting, or watery diarrhea. In your mouth, you can get ulcers or a white tongue. Not a white tongue, just sometimes, all the time. You can get sores or swelling in the groin area. You can have difficult swallowing or soreness in your throat. Other diseases can come, like you can get headaches, oral thrush, pneumonia, red blotches, severe unintentional weight loss, skin rash, or swollen lymph nodes. All right? So there you go. So the best thing you can do is make sure people wear prophylaxis. Make sure you guys get STD checks together. Make sure you know people's histories. If you do have HIV, make sure you take your medications, and try to find all about Trump stopping this funding, putting a halt to that, and doing what you need to do to, protest this halt or this, if you can do that. Okay, that's what you need to do. Now, that's the discussion on that, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Jermaine asked a question. I forgot what it was. You said, what did you say, Jermaine? Oh, I was talking about judging. And when you were saying that you be judging, a lot of people say, because the Bible says you can't judge. So let me just look up something real quick. Hold on. Let me just leave that up there real quick. See, I'm sick of you guys quoting scriptures and using scriptures, and you guys don't do it correctly. That's why I don't quote scriptures, okay? But if you want to use the biblical stuff, then I'm here to tell you that the right thing, because I go actually to the source. So in John 7:24, it tells us, do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. Meaning, you don't be judging people, but you can't judge correctly, and you can't judge yourself as well, or you don't want people to judge you. See, people always tell me, don't judge me. The Bible says don't judge me. The Bible does not say that. Stop saying stuff that's not true. All right, now you just saw that's in John 7, chapter 24 verse. All right, do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. Now, what does that mean when he says judge with righteous judgment? Let's see. You have to judge correctly, because like this other verse said, do not judge or you too will be judged. He's talking about if you don't righteously judge a person, you're judging them unfairly, but yet you can't even look at your own mistakes and faults. Okay? Because like it says, for in the same way you judge others, you will be judged in with the measures you use. If you're not righteously judging someone, did I say that word right? Yeah. If you're not righteously judging someone, that same type of judgment is going to be placed upon you. Okay? By other people. You have, if you're going to judge, you have to judge righteously, meaning judge the right way. Let's look and see what that actually means to judge righteously. And here in Leviticus 19:15 verse, it says, do not pervert justice, do not show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great, to the rich, but judge your neighbor fairly. Okay, so you see it again. It does not say don't judge. It says judge fairly. Stop quoting scriptures, you guys, if you don't know what they mean. Okay, for real. Because it does not say you cannot judge. It says judge righteously. All right? And be willing to be judged righteously too. But if you judge non-righteously, you're going to be judged the same way. You're not supposed to be judging people because you're not supposed to be favoring people because they got money or because they look good or they XY. Well, whatever reason you figure you should judge somebody, because they poor and homeless, you want to say they a piece of shit. This is the stuff it's talking about, okay? Now, let's see what righteously judging is. Oh, let's see, what does righteously, for people who believe in the Bible, righteously judging means. And then we're going to get ready to get out of here. I'm for real for this one. With that, and like I just said, it means to judge right according to the divine reality of being. See sins for what they are. Like, for example, let me just tell you straight up. How would it sound if I tell you guys you're not supposed to fornicate, be out here committing adultery? All right, because I'm not legally divorced yet. Okay, so how would that sound? I'm telling you, you are committing a sin by fornicating. I'm judging you for fornicating, but I can't judge myself for the same thing if I was committing adultery. Or I'm telling you it's bad to fornicate, but if you're with a person all the time, it may not be as bad. Or the same thing with adultery. If I'm doing something like that, or if I'm making excuses for myself because I'm doing the same thing, but I'm basically getting on you for fornicating, but I'm fornicating too, but I'm making excuses for myself. Those you're supposed to do righteously judging. Right. You're supposed to judge right. You're supposed to call it for what it is. If it's a sin, it's a sin. It doesn't matter who does it or why you did it. If you're supposed to fornicate, I don't care if you are with a dude for years or a woman. I don't care if you're separated legally 60 years. You're supposed to commit adultery. That's what it is. Okay? Period. You said, just like here, call it willing to sacrifice poor white people to her blood. Okay, we already read that. It right. When you judge, you're supposed to righteously judge. People do unrighteous judgment. They want to judge. They want to use their guidelines to judge people. They don't want to use the Bible's guideline to righteously judge. I'm so sick of people talking stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. And get on social media, get out in the public. You don't supposed to judge because they don't want you to judge them. The thing about it, you have to make judgment on people in order to know if you want to deal with this person, if they're doing stuff right or wrong. It's like you have to judge the same way. When you go fill out an application, they looking at your history and things like that. They're judging you right then and there. Right. Thank you, Jermaine. Right, with the assumption, we're all guilty of this, including myself, condemning people, doing all this stuff. We all guilty of this. Okay? Not just one person. We all are guilty of this. And people don't like you to tell them what they do. They just want to tell you what you do. Everybody is guilty of this, condemning people. And most people are guilty of judging unrighteous. That's why they have a problem with it. That's why they always quote that scripture, and then they quote it wrong. You can't judge. You just have to judge right. Right. If you can't judge right, don't judge at all. You can't say somebody else is doing a sin, but you're not doing one. You're not doing a sin. You telling me that I'm cussing, but you're butt over here calling people stupid, dumb, ignorant, and doing the most. Okay? You are sinning yourself as well. We shouldn't do neither one. We shouldn't use profanity, and we shouldn't say negative, hurtful words. Let's keep it real. Just like we should not fornicate, just like we should not commit adultery. We should not lust. We should not be watching pornographic stuff. Okay? We should not be watching women shake their butts. We should not be going to strip clubs. All right? We should not be going out here gambling up our money and not helping the homeless and not taking care of home first. Okay? So it's a lot of things that we people judge others on, but we don't judge ourselves on. And so that's why when you judge, you have to righteously judge. You have to judge right and say what is right according to what the Bible says. We all sin and come short. Every single body. It's just that people like to place different things on different sins, which is plainly crazy. All right, especially when it comes to fornication, adultery, do other things and just, they just like to, I don't know, just weird. Change Tube gonna tell you straight up. Even when I do it. It's like having babies without being married. A lot of people have had children out of wedlock. Some have unalived their children before they had them. But in God's eyes, it's still wrong because that baby is still there. You may not have that baby anymore, but it's still there. And you still had X without being married. And you still had a baby out of wedlock, regardless of what you did with that child. And it's still, something that you should have done. Okay, point blank. Okay, so stop judging unrighteously. You're supposed to have a righteous judgment. If you're going to judge, you have to judge in order to make decisions, in order to form some type of conclusion or opinion about something. You just have to do it in the most righteous way that you can. And you have to be willing to be able to call out your wrongs as well. Okay? That's what you have to do. And don't condemn. And I say we all do that, including myself, condemning people, pronouncing them guilty and you don't have any daggone proof. Okay? Or making assumptions about people. We do that all day. And so that's why if you do believe in the Bible, you are saved, you should be asking for forgiveness for that and other things every single day. And that's on everything. All right? I just want to point that out because I'm sick of hearing people say you're not supposed to judge and all this stuff. Okay? Because you can judge. You just do this. You just do this right here. Let me just make this a whole banner. And thank you, Jermaine. You just do this right here. Hold on. Oh, hold on. This was a good live today, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Hold on. You're supposed to do this right here. I don't know what I just said, but you are just supposed to do this right here. Let's see if I can spell this right. If I spell it wrong, I'm sorry, but I think I did spell it right. So to judge righteously, so you can be judged the same way. If you judge unrighteously, people are going to judge you the same way. Just simple, cut, dry, right there. Judge righteously, you can judge. If you don't judge, then how can you make decisions, form opinions, do anything? The point is that you guys got to judge righteously. Okay, then you will be judged the same way. Okay? And then when somebody do judge you unrighteously, you can let them know righteously, point blank, if you are a believer. I don't know about these people who don't believe in the Bible. Y'all on your own with that one. Okay? But that's what people who do believe in the Bible and are saved or whatever. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. All right? Point blank. So anyway, I enjoyed this day on live today, you guys. It was very informative. It really was. I appreciate everybody for coming in, showing support for 3 hours and 19 minutes, almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. It is 2 o'clock out here on the, I'm about to say the East Coast, on the West Coast. I got to go ahead and take a quick shower and then go out here and see if I can work. I don't know It's raining pretty hard out here and everything. Thank you to Jermaine. Jermaine, thank you for that Cash App. Y'all, I want to tell you how much Jermaine donated to me, so y'all can be like, wow, Jermaine. You want me to tell him, Jermaine? Let me see if I can just, this is so, sometimes y'all, when y'all donate, I like to tell people how much you donated. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. That was really, 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 hold on, not now, I do not want this. Oh no, I should have got that. Damn, let me close this out. There was a new card on Cash App. What is that? Let's see what that is. Hopefully they'll bring it back up. Oh man, they won't even bring it back up. What is a tortoise card? What is that? I don't know what a tortoise card is. They just put it up there, now they won't bring it back up. So anyway, Jermaine, y'all did a $200 Cash App donation to me. Thank you, Jermaine. That was sweet. Appreciate you too, Drip Advisory. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me put this up here for Jermaine. Jermaine, the buying memberships, donate $200. Dude, you are awesome. Doing my thumbnails, helping me with my content, correcting me, giving me advice, because you know I don't know what the heck I be talking about, but I be talking about geographical stuff or politics or that damn SpaceX stuff. Those are subjects I don't know anything about, you guys, okay? So thank you so much, Jermaine. Let me put this up here for you, hon. Okay, so you did the Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Jermaine. That was a sweet blessing. And then you did the memberships. Thank you, Jermaine. He didn't just do one, you guys. He did a bunch of them. That is sweet. That's a good supporter right there, okay? Everybody is a good supporter as long as you come and watch the YouTube, you comment in the chat, or you watch the channel. But it's especially nice when you guys do Cash Apps, Super Chats, even if it's $1, $2, whatever, Super Chats, Cash, what is it called? Super Stickers and Cash Apps, and when you do that membership. You know, it's really, really nice when you do that. But in case you can't do those, because everybody don't be having money, you can check out my other videos and watch them for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, okay, and thumbs them up. That is good support too. Check out those Dollar Tree hauls, because those are very short. Check those crazy ass YouTube shorts. I can dance, y'all. Check those shorts out. Those was only like 60 seconds. And check out these lives sometime, even if you just have it on while you do your work, you know, play it in the background. You know, at least for 20 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell her thank you too for that 100. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to put a heart by hers too, y'all. Okay, it's always good. Let me tell y'all something. It is always good to help people. I help people all the time before we leave. Okay. What you say? I'm not bad for a DEI viewer. Yeah, you're not. You're so crazy. It's always good to share your blessings with other people. Remember that story I told you guys when I won $200 in the store on a Cash App, not Cash App, on a lottery card thing that I bought, you know, the scratch offs. And when I won that $200, guys, I gave the person behind me $20. I gave both of the cash register people $20 a piece. That's $2 for $60. I got in the car, gave my kids each $20. That's $2, $4, $6, $8, $10, $100, right? And then I sent my mom $40, $140. I think I even sent my soon-to-be ex $20, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, but I think I did. When I got through, I promise you guys, I only had like, I think I gave a homeless person $20 too. I only had like $20 left. I'm going to be perfectly honest, okay? So it's always good to, you know, share, to, you know, help other people out, to make donations on certain YouTube channels, not all of them. You know, just to do that if you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you get blessed when you help other people. And Shay's Tube is always helping people all the time, because I don't feel right if I have money on me and I see a homeless person digging in the garbage can, okay? Or sitting outside cold and I go inside of a restaurant and buy food that I don't have to have. I can get something cheaper, or I can wait till I get home. So a lot of times I would take money and give them that, and I'll go home and eat, or either I'll pick out a cheaper meal but still healthy. So we have to learn how to do that, because you get blessed. Why do you think Shay's to be winning money all the time? I mean, from strange places. Y'all think I'm joking. Yo, one time I was in a line, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a pocket full of money, and the dude paid for my stuff that I had. Yeah, so things like that happen a lot for me. Yeah, even when I lived in ATL, I would be standing in the line, but I think they did it because they liked the way I look or something. But I was standing in line, dudes would be treating me to, don't even know me, but they didn't ask me my number afterwards. They would just be like, you know, I'm gonna pay for her hot chocolate, whatever she get, hot chocolate donut, because I don't drink coffee, or, you know, her lunch or whatever. And they didn't try to, like, you know, even if they did try to talk to me, I don't remember talking to anybody. But, you know, it didn't act crazy or anything, you know. I even met some friends like that, you know, that I would always hook up with when I come get off of work, and I would meet them at the restaurant and we would eat dinner. You think I'm joking? So, I mean, you can't do that too much now because people are crazy. But yeah, back in the late 90s, I used to have fun when I first, in the mid 90s, when I first moved to Atlanta. Yeah, I used to get a lot of free meals and free treats and stuff. I'm not joking, man. In line and stuff. Man, I can tell y'all, I can do a whole lot of silly stuff like that I used to, you know, be getting, you know, and stuff back then, and still do. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to help people because you never know who may bless you. I remember a woman walked up to me in the store and said, "I'm gonna give you this money. This is her Christmas bonus." She gave me her bonus part of it, 10% of it. Okay, she picked me out of everybody in the store and gave that money to me. Okay, so things, and I didn't look like I needed it. She just said I had my daughter with me and my son. She just wanted to find a mother to give it to her. She thought that it looked like I would do what I needed to do, you know, the right thing. And she gave me that money, you know. So, you know, things like that always happen, you guys. So when you be a blessing to other people, like homeless people especially, people end up blessing you. When I get everything situated with my move and everything, I promise you, when I get gas, I'm going to give the next person behind me, I'm going to fill their car up on everything. I can't wait to do it. I cannot wait to do it. But I'm going to make sure I pick the right person because some people are racist. I got to make sure I pick the right person. And I'm going to pick the person that's behind me. If that person don't look like they should get it, I'll wait till the next time when I fill up. And I'm going to fill up their car up too, or at least get them $40 worth of gas or something like that. Because it's good to do things like that for other people. You get blessed. Okay, you get blessed. And I can't wait till this big ass blessing come. This big blessing come that I'm waiting on. Because that blessing right there is absolutely, and I say absolutely tremendous. And I hope these people make the right decision and do what they need to do. Because if I get this blessing, Shane's too will be rich as hell. And that's on everything. But I will be the same shade that I am right now if that happens. You know, one thing I don't like about other people, they don't do things the way you would do it. You know what I'm saying? And they be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? They be doing, especially older people. They be doing, I'm talking about older than me, okay? I'm talking about older people for real. They do too much. They be doing too much, man. Especially if they don't really need money. They be doing too much, man. And I mean that on everything. But it is what it is, okay? Help other people so you can be blessed. And I'm talking mainly about people in need, like homeless people, all right? Because they be pitiful when you see them outside. Gosh, I remember the day I bought this man a coat, tried to give him money, but he told me he was going to drug it up. So I just, got him a coat, gave him some socks, and he was so happy. I went to the store. He was standing outside the store. I told him to come on inside. He was shocked because a lot of times they think Black people won't do this, right? And I took him in the show store. I was patient. Helped him pick out a coat. He tried it. Don't ask me how it looked. I'm not joking, y'all. He did all that. And I was right in the store with him. Then he asked me, could he get some socks? I said, sure. Is that all you need? I had a budget in my mind already, too. And he thanked me. He couldn't believe I did all that. And plus, I had the patience to stand there and shop with him. And hopefully he got off the street. He had told me he just got on the street. He told me the truth. He said he was married, that he started doing drugs, was fooling around. His wife threw him out. Yeah, so that was a trip. So I haven't seen him anymore. But hopefully he got off the street and got himself together, got off the drugs. I don't know for sure. You know, so like I said, it's just good to help people. Make sure y'all do that. Okay, at least one person sometime this week before this month is over. Help somebody. And next time you come into my chat, let me know you did it. I don't give a damn if you just only gave them $1. Help them. Even though I think you should give more than $1 because you really can't do nothing with $1. At least try to get them at least $5, you know, if you can. If you can, 10, you know, it would be really a blessing if you could do 20. All right? But whatever you have, it helps because other people will give too. All right? All right. So thank you to Jermaine for showing support over here. I appreciate you so much, Jermaine. You are so sweet, my little brother. All right. He acts like my big brother, but he's really my little brother because Jermaine is way younger than Shay's too. All right. Now he can actually call me old because he's younger. All right. Like a whole decade younger. All right. Thank you to Ryan. Ryan also did membership for 2 months, and I really truly appreciate that. See, I like people like Ryan because he don't do tit for tat. Meaning if I can only be a member on your channel if you be one of mine. So I can only watch your channel if you watch mine. Okay. These are what you call real people right here. Okay. And thank you, Ryan, so much. And I do hope you feel better. All right. And then we had Falcons fan who came over here from Ryan. You guys make sure you check out Ryan and him. They are both anglers, and I'm definitely going to check you out. Thank you so much for connecting with Shades too. Okay, I appreciate you. Then we had Nightbot doing his job like always. Then we had some dollars, and it always be damn messing up. Okay, I don't know why they went up from 25 to 45. It can never be right. Anyway, thank you to We Are the Receipts 2.215. We appreciate all your input as well. You guys, I'm no longer in a beef with him, so you guys can know that, okay? So as long as he keep it respectful and things like that, he can come over here. I do not care, all right? We don't hold grudges over here, and things like that. So as long as he stays respectful, I do not care if he comes over here. And happy birthday to you. We are the Receipts, okay? And blessings to you and enjoy your day. All right. And that's what grown people do. Okay. Just to let y'all know. And Jermaine, you trip me out when you say cap, 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 cap. What the little boy and what I was saying. That little boy was saying that. Okay. He was not saying what y'all said. Okay. And Drip Advisory, thank you so much for coming by showing support. The daytime he comes in, because at nighttime when I come in or she comes in, at nighttime is hard because people be asleep. But still, when I come on, that's why I do 2 days out of the week in the daytime so people can watch me, because a lot of people be asleep and late at night. And then Jermaine did a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He said $1 is all you get, Buzzard. Jermaine, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, okay? Yeah, y'all, that Buzzard thing is something else, okay? Now I got to pack it up, y'all. Thank you to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches us in the replay. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, guys. And don't forget, if you want to show additional support to this channel, besides sharing and leaving a comment, you can do a super chat, a Cash App at $Shades2, or a super chat or a super sticker, or you can copy yourself a membership. All right. Other than that, y'all, I'm not doing a live tonight, so I'll be looking out for it. But I will be back Friday night with a Friday fuckery. All right. So you guys have a very blessed day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Okay. And make sure you get your boyfriends a Valentine's gift as well as your girlfriends. Okay. Or your mom, your dad, or whoever. Okay. Your sisters, your brother, friends, or whatever. All right. Until the next live, I'll see you guys then. And you guys have a good day. All right. Peace out, y'all. Let me go ahead and change all this stuff. Pack it up. 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 Pack it up, pack it up, Shades2, pack it up. Y'all, I'm hoarse, so. Anyway, thank you for checking me out for a long time. Your support is appreciated. Have a good night, a good evening, and a good night. And I'll see you guys in my next live. Peace out, y'all. This was afternoon talk time. Oh my God, this thing messed up with Shades, too. Peace out, y'all. I'm gone. Don't forget, no Night Owls Live tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night, okay? With Fuckery Friday. Peace out. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, hon.